have been incredible friends and mediators throughout this entire process.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump is hopeful the meeting will push the ball forward in making a deal to end the war. Vice President J.D. Vance is on standby to go if the talks progress. DeKalb County Police say they are aware of social media posts promoting an event known as Glenwood Day on Glenwood Road. Police say this is not authorized or permitted. DeKalb Police will increase their presence in the area to protect the public and enforce all laws, and anyone breaking the law could be arrested. Pandas are returning to Zoo Atlanta. A male, Ping Ping, and a female, Fu Shuang, are coming sometime this year from China. Zoo Atlanta President and CEO Raymond King says this is an honor.
When pandas arrive anywhere, they become somewhat of a shared point of joy for the entire community. I mean, we're only one of 3 zoos in the country that will have them.
The last pandas at Zoo Atlanta left in 2024. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
All lanes being held right now in West Atlanta. Bill, clear in a crash. 20 westbound, but just past Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 53. So pretty slow as you leave downtown. But as I speak, they are getting that crash off to the right, so lanes about to reopen. Much better news on the north side perimeter. Crash cleared, all lanes open. 285 westbound, the outer loop at Ashford Dunwoody. Still some delays leaving I-85, but I expect those to shake out. And on the southeast leg of the perimeter in DeKalb, 285 eastbound, that crash before Flat Shoals exit 48, as well as on the right shoulder. What a mess into downtown. 85 southbound with everybody having avoided 285 on the north side. Those brake lights find you from Claremont. No relief till you get down to I-20. Northbound slowing from Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, breezy at times today. High 84, lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder. High 79. Staying mainly dry on Sunday. Highs in the low 80s.
Right now, it's 81 in Lawrenceville, 80 in Cartersville, and 80 in Fayetteville. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded as always by the Doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here, Autumn Fisher is here, George Clark is here, and Jared Yamamoto, a very happy Jared Yamamoto. Did you buy that Hawks shirt last night? I haven't seen you in that Hawks shirt
They
before.
gave it to us there at the arena.
That's right. That's what everybody in the arena was wearing.
Wear red.
Red.
It was a magical night. My favorite Hawks game that I've ever been to in my life.
It seemed electric watching it on television. Can I tell you something? I have to admit something because I paused it about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter because it was starting to go back and forth. And I was getting too emotional. So I just said, that's it. I just paused it. That's why I was a little bit late when on the thread.
Yeah,
with
on
it,
our text
because
thread, yeah.
I was watching it behind because I just wanted to let it. I paused it so that a few commercial breaks were in there and I could just kind of. So I was protecting myself emotionally because I didn't want to get crazy. So I just paused it so that when I started to go again, if it went sideways, I could kind of go, okay, all right, whatever. And then I kind of knew that they won before I saw it because you hit the text thread, and then I relaxed. I was like, okay, yeah, let's watch this. I know we're gonna win, so it's gonna be great.
that last 2 minutes of that game, I swear, I aged a year and a half, and after the outcome of the game, I just sat in my chair. And just like my hands were shaking. I was so excited.
He was sober, too. He didn't drink.
Absolutely sober. Only drank a bottle of water while I was there. I was so happy.
What was in that water?
Was that because you were sitting next to our boss that you didn't drink?
No. Listen, the boss was down with Mark Arrow.
Oh, yeah. He was hanging with Vinny. They were in the employee seats.
Yes, we were having a good time out there. But this is a genuine reaction here. The second the game ended, I decided to record my instant reaction without even thinking here, and I sound like a moron, but I was so excited.
This is how it made him a moron. Listen to this. His throat is all cracked, all froggy.
Come on, New York.
Immediately has to turn it against the other fan base.
Yeah.
the 8-year-old with a Knicks jersey, he needs to know.
So
go back to New York.
There was a Knicks fan in front of us that was letting us have it at the end of the game because they did take the lead by 3.
No, it looked like it was going to be a reverse script of what happened the game before.
Yes, but of course.
By the way, if you don't know, the Hawks, for the second game in a row, won by 1 point.
It's down to the wire here in game 3. 7 seconds left. Brunson with the ball. Brunson makes his move. Brunson on the baseline. Hawks got to track it down. Dug it by Kuminga, and it's over.
Was that the air ball or was the air ball before that? The air ball was before that. Like with 50 seconds left or 45 seconds left. I could not believe that he threw an air ball there. Was that defense? Was he forced off his back foot?
It was fantastic defense by the Hawks.
All night long was great defense, but on that one in particular, I think he's thinking, no, that was on me. I should have. It was an air ball. I mean, it didn't go anywhere. That surprised me. But
now they're playing
exciting.
Atlanta again.
We do on Saturday. Saturday's going to be lit up at State Farm. That's going to be fun.
Win that one, man.
We're looking good.
It's
now
almost
here's my
impossible to
I
come back.
I don't know.
3-1.
Well, yeah, at that point,
Yeah.
if you got to 3-1. Here's my question. Well, I have a couple things. First, I question myself because I was upset with the Hawks because this is the way that I looked at it. I thought Trae Young was a champion, and I felt like the Hawks did not put the people around him properly to do anything with it. Now, when I see the way that they play and McCollum speak, who is the new leader on the court of the team, I sensed more. You know what I sensed more of, Autumn? Veritas.
What?
Gravitas. Not Veritas.
Veritas.
No, James O'Keefe was there.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. I thought I saw him in the crowd.
No, I felt
painting.
like, boy, this guy in the locker room, maybe he's just more mature. I don't know. So I would like to know the story there. Was Trae, he's a great basketball player, obviously, but was he, and, didn't have good defense, but that was known about him before he came out. Like, what, was he a pouter? Was he somebody who wasn't a leader? And I don't really. It's because obviously with this, looking at what the Hawks are doing, whether they go on and win this round and go further or not, seeing the way that they're playing, obviously coach can coach. Obviously a lot of other things. Are they luckier now in terms of injuries at the end of the year than they were when Trae was here? Well, because I checked out because I thought, they're just not. They've got Trae. They're not building around him. I don't have the time. So I checked out. What went wrong? What went sideways with Trae?
From watching this team very closely since the trade deadline, so January of this year, I think the difference is Trae Young's defense was exploited that much. Everybody on this Hawks team has elevated their defense. They are playing at another level.
But Trae was never going to give you good defense. He was he was barely 6 feet tall, I think, like skinny as can be. So when you brought him in, you had to have a plan that said this guy's going to be an offensive player, but he's not going to do much on defense. So I always realized that, but I just thought, well, you're not making up for that in any way and making sure that happens. Anyway, I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, they don't have to make any changes.
Here's my other question. Who was Trae Young rooting for? He hates the Knicks, but nobody likes to leave a team and then see them do better than when you were there. So that's kind of a tricky one.
Yeah, he's pulling for the fans that loved him for a long time. He's pulling for Atlanta.
Yeah, you think so?
I believe in Trae.
I think so.
You still have his number? Call him and ask him.
I never had his number.
Oh, I thought you had his number.
No. We only dated briefly. Not enough to exchange digits.
He gave you his Google Voice number, not his official.
Right.
Yeah, he was kind of. Is there something between having a number and not being ghosted? That's where it was. No.
Had a Snapchat too, right?
Absolutely. Now, we met him once, and he was very, very nice, gave us a lot of time, did a whole video thing with us, and made me like him even more. And I just thought, now here's the thing. No matter how far, and we're going to move off from this, but no matter how far the Hawks go this year, what I want to say is don't do this thing with the Hawks front office where if they get to the second round and bow out or something like that, be happy with it and that's good enough. You always, if you want NBA championships, no matter how good you are, you still need one more great player. And in the offseason, that's what I'm worried about. They'll go further than anybody expected, and then we'll get to the offseason, and the Hawks management will go, wow, we went pretty far. That's pretty good. There's no need to, no, go get it. That's what I say.
Amen.
It's fun to watch. It made me nervous. I had to pause the damn thing. It's a little more sports, but there's nothing I can do, Autumn. Last night was the NFL draft.
Okay.
It's the NFL draft.
Yeah.
And nothing happened for the Falcons or the Bills.
Falcons
Except-
didn't draft either?
I don't believe the Falcons didn't
No,
have
he
a
did not
first-
have a pick.
He didn't have a pick because where did
Didn't
that
have a
go?
pick.
That pick went to
To get James Pierce,
right.
James Pierce.
Yes,
which
that's
we
right.
know what he's kind of dealing with
Yeah,
now.
which we
Well,
might, doesn't-
Yeah, that's
but
too bad.
Autumn said to me,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's looking
really
like
a lot,
you might be able to have him by Game 7,
Maybe
something like
No,
that,
if,
right?"
If we're lucky, if the stars align,
He's going to get the NFL is going to come down on him no matter what, right? So it's going to be
Yeah.
like 6 games. That's my guess.
you think 6?
Yeah, 6 games. Yeah, I think it'd be 6 games.
For what he did,
You're
it
an
should be at
optimist.
least 5.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they don't because whenever it has to do with domestic abuse, the league will step in no matter what happened. Even if this was kind of a quasi settlement, as much as it can be in a criminal case, and it doesn't matter. Now, other things, if it's financial, if it's other things like that, if the court thing gets cleared up, the NFL won't do anything. But because of the Ray Rice issue so many years ago, the NFL will suspend you even if you come clean to the courts if there's evidence of domestic abuse. So I would imagine it would be 6 weeks suspension for James Pierce Jr. How come everybody, some people keep the junior, some people, I don't hear a lot of people tossing the junior on James Pierce. He is, in fact, a junior.
He is. You're absolutely right.
I mean, some people, like Dale Earnhardt Jr., they're always junior.
Yeah.
I guess it's because his dad was famous.
Because I'm a junior, that's why.
Is that your
Yeah,
Dale?
because he's
Is that
Dale
your-
Earnhardt and I'm Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Is that your Dale Earnhardt?
I don't know what he sounds like, but that's my Dale Earnhardt
He
Jr.
does not sound like that.
He don't?
He's got a distinct speaking voice.
Yeah, but don't sound like this at all.
No, I would say no. You sound like you're like a 70-year-old hillbilly.
Well, I am inside.
He's only like a
This is my true
48-year-old
voice.
hillbilly.
This is my true voice. I wish I could talk like that every day.
Well, you would talk like this all the time if you could.
Yes, I would.
Well, why don't you just start right now? I think that we've done the research.
Yeah.
People love it. We never get bad calls when you do like conservatives or Southerners sounding silly or dumb. We never get those calls, do we, Jared? Ever? No open mics.
No.
Not at all.
That's fine, because I have nothing but the utmost respect for those people.
We haven't been following the Vrabel thing. Let me just say this, then we'll get out of
He
sports.
should be kicked out for the remainder of his career.
I don't know if he's going to be. I at first this did not seem like. I mean, you got to remember this guy came from the Titans, first year as the head coach of the Patriots, played with the Patriots. I believe got 3 rings with him when he was there, and took them to the Super Bowl their first year. And this whole thing of sleeping with this NFL insider Diana Rossini, it seemed like it wasn't good, but
he didn't do anything wrong.
It's becoming more and more and more and more and more. It won't stop. Now they have pictures. The TMZ, I think, put out pictures of them in a bar kissing 5 years ago.
In 2020, yeah.
6 months before she got married.
Which, by the way,
Now he's taking day 3 of the NFL draft off, which, by the way, for the Patriots, that's 8 of their 11. And when you're a coach, every coach stands in front of his team as a moral leader and says something like this: do not be a distraction to the team. Yeah. Every coach tells their players there's 2 things you have to do: maximize your potential and don't be a distraction to the team. Because when you're a distraction to the team, everybody who speaks to the press gets asked the same question. What do you think of Mike Vrabel and his affair with Diana Rossini? And now he's done that. And I think the NFL might get involved now again, because this obviously is going on. Because he had the ability to manipulate headlines and things about draft picks, trades, free agency, things like that, and then he could use her to kind of trump it up and maybe make it happen.
Okay.
Or you could do so many things. You could sandbag on a player. My information is that he's not worth that much. In that case, you'd be trying to get other GMs to back off or something along those lines so that you could swoop in and get him. So the idea is, was he using her to kind of get an advantage?
Yeah, he had a mouthpiece in the press.
And he had that.
It's a little clearer with her because journalistic ethics.
They're owned by the New York Times.
Yes.
And just
that general ethical thing.
And by the way, what's going on? And then get rid of whether or not he should be there or not. Just the soap opera element of it. She's still sticking with her original story that she was hiking with 6 girlfriends and just happened to run into him at this adults-only lover's nest.
Yeah.
She's sticking to that. When she resigned from the Athletics, she put in there, basically, she resigned as they started the investigation. Why did she really? everybody's speculation is she didn't want the stuff coming out that was going to come out. But in her resignation letter, she was very indignant, and these are all rumors, and she stuck to her side of the story. Meanwhile, he's gone in front of the press a couple of times and said that I've had to have very difficult conversations with my loved ones and the people important to me. Now he's taking the third day off to go to rehab. What does this even mean? It's on Saturday. My family's more important. Yeah, but you're there day one and day two. Would your wife say, "I don't believe it," if you're going to go to rehab on Monday, or therapy, whatever it is? Couldn't you say, "I'm going Monday"? Wouldn't that be the same as "I'm going Saturday"? Since he's not going today. I mean, and what I'm saying is, we don't know everything, because it's just the way that the pieces are moving around. There are things being covered up by the Patriots. There are stories. They tried to stop the Post from doing the first story with the first photos. So that's all I'm saying is there is something going. When you say maybe he won't be there next year, I never would have believed that. Mm-hmm. But just the way the machinations of everything that's going on says to me, something is being covered up here.
He needs to apply the Mike Pence school of thought here, where he can't be in another room with another woman.
Oh, it's a little late.
Going forward.
Looks like he's been having an affair with her possibly since 2015.
And you know what's even crazier? Her first son's name
is Michael.
Mike.
Yes, she's having an affair. Now, that is bizarre.
That's so
What do you
weird.
think of that, Autumn? It's like you're having an affair with somebody, and then you and your husband have a child, and you name them after the person you're having an affair with. Now, we need a little more context. Is her father's name Michael, or something like that? Is there some other thing that when she was
at least she should have that as a backup. She can't be that brazen.
Her daddy is.
Why is he so good at football, this kid?
Why is he the favorite child?
Yeah.
It really is. Oh, yeah, then we'll find out that it wasn't the husband. She's been out there. You should check this out. You would find this very juicy, Autumn, because they've gone back and they've looked over. She was very famous. I mean, in that world, there's only a handful, 6, 7 of these insiders that are taken seriously. And she was one of them. She appeared on a lot of podcasts. And over the last few years, she just trashes her husband. Like, he's not that good looking. It's not. I don't have a sexy husband. Her kids are like 2 and 4. I mean, Vrabel's kids are in their 30s.
Is she doing it under the guise of like, oh, I'm just ribbing him? Like,
yeah, she was, but then
that's that real uncomfortable couple stuff. Like when you're all having a good time, but like the wife is like, well, if this one would learn how to run the dishwasher, am I right, guys?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
And you're like, ooh, what's happening?
The dishwasher's bad enough, but I've been around other couples when it's like, yeah, well, maybe it's not as passionate as it used to be, but I don't need to know that. Are we at dessert time yet, or what? Where? What? I don't need to.
Yeah, I never get dessert.
I never. Yeah. Okay. Don't need to know that. Can we talk about the Falcons?
Are there rumors about Garoppolo as well?
Yes, there are rumors.
Garoppolo?
No, Janine Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo, who is a quarterback. There's rumors about him. The wife of the general manager of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I believe back in like 2013, tweeted a bunch of stuff about how Diana Rossini was having an inappropriate relationship with her husband. And then her husband came home and said, this is my speculation, because she took him down like 3 days later. He said, I don't care what you think about me or what we're going to do in the future, but if you keep posting those, I'm going to lose my job and the money's going to stop for both of us. So they all came down very quickly. So that's, but that's her thing, is like now everybody, because she gets a lot of scoops, and so now her reputation is just killed. Well, yeah, she gets scoops. She has sex with sources, and they tell her things. And so that's an easy one for the New York Times, who owned The Athletic, where she works.
Walter Cronkite did that to you.
I believe, yes, he did.
That's how he got great leads.
That's how he got the Kennedy assassination.
Yes.
He was the first to find out that he was actually dead.
Right.
And he removed his glasses. And we see him remove those glasses, and what we think is, oh, he's so sad, but he's actually thinking, oh, man, that was a good, I'm going to have to give that guy a $100 tip.
Yes.
That was very good.
Thank you, Jack Ruby.
So Diana Rossini, he got the tip from Jack Ruby.
Yeah, well, he sure did.
All right, so there you go. I don't know, but I think it's interesting that I think there's something more that's going to happen in that Mike Vrabel Patriots situation. I don't know what it is.
I think Tim's onto something. I think he's going to get suspended for some games.
Well,
too.
he's going to get. Well, the NFL has to look into it for that. They still said, Goodell still said last night they're not looking into it. But if they find any kind of tampering in there, there'll be pressure. to look into it. And that would be wild if the Patriots have a new coach on the first year that took them to the Super Bowl and then he had to step aside. It's hard to believe that would happen. I still think it's more unlikely to happen than to happen, but it's on the table because there's so much smoke. You just don't know what exactly the fire is going to end up being. Yeah.
The thing that came out her tweet a couple of days after these photos in the bar in 2020 was about how the Titans aren't looking at Tom Brady. They're looking at Tannehill.
That's right, and she got that right.
Yes.
So you right there in the picture, right there in the it's their no, this wasn't in the bar. I think this was earlier than that. Wasn't it? This is the one
where
2020
before he had signed with the
No, I know, but Tannehill was already gone from the Titans by then.
Or not Tannehill. Well, one of those guys.
No, it was Tannehill. I think it was earlier even. I think it turns out that she and Vrabel have been getting scoops together. Getting scoops.
It's
important to have scoops. Yeah, you got a spoon to get the scoops to get the stories.
Okay, here it is, 3/15/20. The Titans are not interested in Tom Brady. They are working hard to get a deal done with Ryan Tannehill. Per sources, the follow-up tweet from that same day, are you sleeping with Vrabel?
So Vrabel, if you don't know, was the coach of the Titans for 6 seasons. So I don't. It's half soap opera, and the soap opera part is just interesting. Other than the fact that you have two families, you have to remember, are being destroyed over this. I mean, as we all have our little jokes and stuff, that is true. So there's a soap opera element, and then there's this other thing like, why are the Patriots working so hard? You know, this is with the Patriots saying you're not going to be there and you're going to go to this is all PR that's going on. The question is why? Why? Do they know something else? Because they released that news that he was not going to be around for the third day of the draft at like 12:30 in the morning, 2 days before it happened. So that sounds to me like, okay, this is part of the PR. You know, we're going to kind of punish you. You're going to go rehab. It all seems orchestrated from the front office, and he keeps saying, I need to get back together with my family. It's like, dude, if you've been having sex with this woman for 11 years or something, like, I don't really think you're going to fix that in a weekend.
Think so.
I really don't.
That's a pretty big wound that you've got there.
Just open up your paycheck, give your wife half, and move on with your life.
Hey, the good thing, Eric, though, is that if something happens to Vrabel, Bill Belichick, I'm sure, would love to have his job back.
Oh, yeah. And Bill Belichick, you want to go back up there? Your scandal isn't anything like hers.
I know, right?
His now.
Well, if they have a position for Jordan.
Yeah. Jordan could be the offensive coordinator.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, I think
Let's get back on track. This is a professional show.
We're talking football.
I can make a championship team out of that team again.
Yeah.
Great.
They are the champions of the AFC right now.
It doesn't count.
Without you.
Who cares?
They won an AFC championship
Yeah, it
without
doesn't matter.
you.
If you don't win a Super Bowl, it doesn't matter.
Some people believe that is true.
I mean, your favorite team won 4 in a row.
All right. There's no reason to go after me, Bill Belichick.
Wow.
I'm not. I'm just telling you.
You're the 75-year-old hanging out with a 14-year-old.
No,
I may have
Guys,
embellished on
that's
it.
not accurate.
How old
So
is she?
maybe check
20.
your facts.
I think she's always 24.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many years go by, she remains 24.
I would like to
believe.
note that she has an amazing body.
Yeah, we understand that.
She has turned 25, guys.
It's Bill
Time to
Belichick.
trade her in.
Bill Belichick.
Used up.
Many of not all men think that what you're doing is right.
Yeah.
But it's only women who don't understand what you're doing. All men understand what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Belinda Skelton here, and I'm with Troy Pensa. Took me up on my free offer of a heart scan from Virtual Imaging and has an incredible story to tell.
I had actually signed up for an Ironman triathlon. As a proactive measure, I went to Virtual Imaging to get my heart scan done. Turns out that my score was a little higher than anticipated. Luckily, my primary care physician took serious notice of it, referred me to a cardiologist. I had my stress test and found out I had 3 blockages.
You weren't having any symptoms.
As an athlete and somebody who's been active my entire life and never thought that I would even have a remote blockage, but turns out that it's hereditary.
You didn't even experience any chest pain?
None whatsoever.
Wow, that's the scary part. What are you waiting for? Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan with few minimum requirements. If not for yourself, then do it for a loved one. Call now at 770-678-SCAN or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com. 770-678-SCAN.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? A team who watches out for you. Clark Howard saves you money. Justin Gray watches your back with warnings about ripoffs and scams. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter here from my friends at Southern Exteriors. Most homeowners don't realize that the industry standard for a labor warranty is only a year or two. To the team at Southern Exteriors, that's an insult. They provide at least a 10-year labor promise on every siding, roofing, and window project they do. Choose the team that actually stands behind their work and take 10% off your next siding, roofing, or window project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
Last year, we had 295 trials where we'd been offered a total of $90 million on all those cases. When the dust settled, we had recovered over $1.1 billion in verdicts and mid-trial settlements. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. We won a lot, $30 billion and counting. The best part of all those wins is that it helps you when you hire us. All those wins allow us to let the insurance company know we mean business. And believe me, they know who we are. If you've been injured, Google Morgan & Morgan results. You're not bragging if it's a fact. 3 million people tried to hire us last year alone. That happened for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com and let's get started this minute. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
I never thought my closet would be a room I'd find myself sitting in, but I'm basking in the glow of newly installed rods, shelves, and drawers that make up my artisan custom closet. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, 2 large wildfires burning in South Georgia have now destroyed more than 120 homes and are threatening 1,000 more. Governor Kemp says they are currently the biggest fires burning in the U.S. After touring the damage today, he updates how the Brantley County fires started.
We believe it was started by a balloon landing on a power line causing an arc that created the fire.
The 2 fires combined have burned close to 40,000 acres. They are between 10 and 15% contained. The American Red Cross is on the ground in South Georgia helping out wildfire victims.
Our hearts go out to everyone that's impacted by this wildfire, and the Red Cross is there to help support.
Red Cross spokeswoman Katie Zwerk says they've opened shelters in Brunswick and Lake Park, offering evacuees a place to stay, get a meal, or even charge a cell phone. There are currently over 35 Red Cross volunteers helping with the response to the wildfires. Operation Coast to Coast cracks down on human trafficking and in the recovery of 11 missing children in Georgia. More than 250 law enforcement agencies across 30 states participated in this year's effort. 129 victims were identified across the country, including 11 minors, all here in Georgia, and 1 adult who was 7 months pregnant. President Trump is sending Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to Pakistan for peace talks with Iran. They'll meet with a delegation from Iran in hopes of moving forward on a possible deal to end the war. Vice President Vance will not go unless the talks progress. The Atlanta-based CDC says rotavirus cases are on the rise. Sherry Preston reports cases are up over last year.
Rotavirus and norovirus are both nasty, causing aches, pains, vomiting, and diarrhea. But while norovirus can affect people at any age and usually lasts 3 to 4 days, rotavirus mostly affects young children and can last longer than a week. Treatment is just rest and fluids. There is no cure. However, rotavirus can be prevented with a simple vaccine given to babies.
It is now 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Busy Friday out on the Metro Interstates, Bill. Still dealing with a long-standing crash in the right lane, West Atlanta, 20 westbound between Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and Holmes Drive, slowing the ride out of downtown. Also crash on I-85 northbound coming up through Union City. It's in the left lane just north of Flat Shoals, exit number 66. And coming up out of Midtown into Northeast Atlanta and Brookhaven, Hero with a stall in the left lane next to the HOV lane. This is I-85 northbound approaching North Druid Hills Road, exit number 89. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. A mix of sun and clouds today. Breezy at times, high 84. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms possible. High 79. Dry for Sunday, partly cloudy, high 82.
And right now it's 80 in Duluth, 82 in Powder Springs, also 82 in College Park. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
You still have time to select a stunning Mother's Day gift from Tara Fine Jewelry Company. The latest styles, amazing gorgeous rings, necklaces, and bracelets, luxurious beautiful pearls, diamond stud earrings, all with legendary Tara Fine Jewelry customer service. Just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Buford.
This weather won't last forever. Soon summer will be here and you'll go from always shivering to always sweating. And if your AC barely made it through last summer, Castile Cooling's here to fix any HVAC issue now. And for a limited time, get a precision tune-up for just $79. But if you're in need of a new system, save big with up to $2,000 in free comfort upgrades plus 0% interest financing. So start now and avoid getting stuck with season passes to Sweatland. Book CastileAir.com today.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship, because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, they design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes, they refer you out for estate planning, they refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today.
Call Trajan today at 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
So these two wildfires in Brantley County are the two largest wildfires in America right now.
We're number one.
Yeah, I know you like to get excited. So I'm taking it. They're saying here one was started from someone was welding a gate, and the sparks, And then the other one,
That's why I don't weld gates.
you shouldn't. Not in the summertime, or in the springtime, I should say. And a balloon landed on a power line. It just says a balloon. This WSB TV. Does that mean a hot air balloon? Or
I would assume just a balloon.
Just
Yeah,
a
it could just be a
Helium
99
balloon.
Luft balloon.
It was a birthday party.
Well, it was some kind of balloon, and 39,000 acres. Damn. Do you have so far? Do you have the
governor talking about it a little bit here?
So being the number 1 and 2 ranked fires in the country, also the most homes lost ever in a Georgia fire, really shows you just how bad these 2 fires are.
He also said there's no way to stop this fire. They're just going to contain it and just wait for the weather to change. There's nothing they can do. They can't get in there and stop the fire. It's too big. Oh, the 2 of them. So,
wow.
Come on, Christina Edwards. We need some rain.
You know, I'm keeping the rain away because I think burn, baby, burn.
Don't say that. She's not going to appreciate that. Christina, that was humor.
Yeah.
That was humor. Sometimes Autumn doesn't know the line. Right, Autumn?
Oh, no.
Sometimes. That's the beauty of it, is sometimes.
Are we getting any rain tomorrow?
We are expected to get some. We're expected right now.
Well,
Christina,
we're not talking about we. I mean, at this point, it's got to be like down south. It's got to be where these wildfires are. I want some too because seems like it hasn't. I can't remember the last time it rained.
Do you feel dry and uncomfortable?
I feel dry and uncomfortable, and I'm just about out of my Zim's crack cream.
Oh no.
Metro areas, we have a 60% chance of rain tomorrow. Good news. And then 60% chance of rain on Tuesday.
But what about down south?
That's what I'm going to look at now.
Down in Brantley County.
Brantley.
We need the rain just for all the reasons that you always want to have rain. They need the rain so that their houses don't burn.
Yeah.
Let's see. It looks like they're expecting rain too.
Okay,
on Saturday and Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, let's make that happen.
How much rain though? Like, is it enough at this point?
Hey, let's be
since
positive.
It is so big, it's scary.
Let's
like,
be positive. I think it's going to be enough.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Well, what you need is it to at least be enough rain so that whatever is left
is wet,
can be put out.
Yes.
At this point, everything
and
is so
doesn't
dry.
Continue to spread, right? Like
yeah. Well, they're doing that with the flanking, I think, trying to contain
it
as best they can. But good luck. Good luck to everyone in that area, man. That's scary because you think you're all right, and then the wind changes, and 15, 20 minutes later.
Is it a very populated?
It's rural, but there's certainly a lot of, probably I would imagine in some places, some pretty high-valued property.
Yeah, I was going to say like mountain Airbnb type of things, maybe.
I don't know, mountains.
It's not down. It's more kind of. It's very flat down in that part of the state.
I guess
mountains are in the north.
Yeah. This is down in south.
You move to Baltimore, and then all of a sudden, you forget about your old friends
really
and what the shit. Yeah, just leave us all behind. You're like, I don't know. Somebody asked her, "Oh, Georgia," and she's like, "Yeah, I love the mountains in the south and the flatlands in the north." Just
the desert.
How easily they forget. Oh, the big desert.
Stupid that place anyway.
I told my wife the other day she thought Atlanta was in the central Georgia.
What?
I mean, she drives down to Florida all the time.
Oh, and it takes like a billion years to get through.
Kind of like northwest of Georgia. That's the way that I see it.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, we're considered North. We're considered North Georgia.
I know it's North Georgia, and you can't say quite northwest, but I would say it's
we're
west.
A hair west. Yes,
yeah.
Hair.
I mean, what it doesn't take. It takes an hour or something to be in the central time zone, so you're not.
We're right underneath Detroit.
Yes, from Autumn's point of view and the way that she sees geography.
That's why it smells.
Huh?
That's why it smells.
Yeah, but that's the central time zone doesn't start with it's the central time zone has some latitude to it.
Yeah.
Just because you're in the central time zone doesn't mean you're right under Detroit.
I know, but
You're
I'm
in the
saying like it's
time
interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Atlanta being south, just like pretty south, directly south of Detroit. It's neat.
I got to see this. I've never looked. I've never done this with my eyeballs.
Yeah,
looked at Atlanta and gone straight up to Detroit. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Right below Cincinnati and Detroit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
What is cool about that?
It's interesting.
That
because we think of Detroit and Michigan and all of that as like the Midwest.
Look at that. Look at that. We're basically, and so I'm going to say that we're northwest Georgia then. I mean, if we're directly below Detroit, I'd say that we're northwest.
We might be even a little bit more west than Detroit is.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. It's
Look
weird.
at that. Autumn, look at that. You started out with mountains in South Georgia, but you saved
Listen,
yourself. You saved yourself.
We're not one of those wacky states that has 2 time zones, like Kentucky and Tennessee.
Yeah, those idiots.
Well, Jared Yamamoto wants us to have a time zone that's completely different from all the states around us.
Fine with
So we
that.
can do like zero business with each other.
As long as it's our state, I want us to have Atlantic time like Puerto Rico.
He wants sunshine all day long.
That's right. I'm all for it.
Do you really want warm weather? Do you want do you like it when it's humid?
Yes, when it's in the I like about.
So you like sweating profusely?
Yes.
And
My ideal temperature is somewhere around like 80.
Have you seen him with his shirt off when he's
yeah.
sweating profusely? Mrs. Yamamoto.
Dripping sweat down his glistening body.
Yeah, so you don't mind having listen, I like to sweat when you're supposed to be sweating. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
like
in
when
a
you're
gym.
working out.
Yeah, you're working out. Maybe you're doing something physical. You're expecting to sweat. But when I'm going in and out of a store or to my car and I'm outside getting the mail, sweating.
Yeah, that's
I'm built for it.
wet.
I'm acclimated for it. So my ideal
She
temperature.
was born down here too.
But I mean, she's been out of it for a long time, and you have to be.
This was
No,
my
this
whole
is how
life.
she always was. Let me tell you about Autumn. She could sweat.
Yeah.
She can put on the sweat. She sweats in places that no one else
I don't
sweats.
sweat from my forehead. I sweat from my back.
Her back, the middle of her back.
Don't say ugh.
No. It's just odd. Yeah, it's just like I didn't even know there were sweat glands in the middle of your
it's where I sweat the most.
I had no idea. You should submit, upon death, I hate to be macabre here, but maybe submit your sweat glands to science. So try to figure out exactly what the hell is going on.
You know where
water
else
crisis.
sweats? The back of my knees.
The back of your knees.
Yes, I have sweat dripping down the back of my knees sometimes.
Oh my goodness
Isn't
gracious.
that weird?
You're right where you belong.
Sweaty knee.
You should be up there.
Stay in Baltimore, you freak.
Although that is still officially the South, right? Baltimore?
No.
No?
Yes,
Maryland?
Maryland's
It's
considered
the
South.
Mason-Dixon line.
It was a
Mason
border
Dixon
state.
line
Yeah, I know, but it was
is
a border.
Pennsylvania.
It's not. We don't consider it.
They didn't
but it is.
secede.
No, but I mean, where was the Mason-Dixon line?
It's
I thought it was at the
Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania
to
border.
Maryland, yeah.
Right. So then anything under Pennsylvania.
I think there is something about there was a lot of northern support in Maryland, but I think it's technically still the South.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you know
Hell,
they
I don't
could.
consider Virginia or Kentucky really part of the South.
They certainly
come
were.
Robert E. Lee was from where?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, as a Georgian, as a proud Georgian, I'm like, that's far north, man. Going to Kentucky.
Well, this is
Kentucky, we're from the north.
Listen, Kentucky sounds like a southern state.
Kentucky.
How is it possible for a
Tennessee.
state named Kentucky to be anything other than a southern state?
Even Tennessee's pushing it a
Gavin
little bit.
Newsom, the governor of Kentucky, out there on the West Coast.
Yes.
That wouldn't feel right, would it? All right. Well, now that we've solved all the geographical problems,
Yes.
I guess we understand that we are directly below Detroit. That kind of blows my mind. I've never looked at it before. He
See,
showed it to
isn't
me,
that cool? That's
and
why
it
it's
is
cool. It's like,
directly
wow.
below Detroit.
Well, according to Greg, we're actually a little bit farther west
According
than
to
Detroit.
Greg or George?
Us, both.
Did Greg?
Greg texted us. That's
Greg
why you keep
listening?
hearing those dings. Whoever has their phone.
Well, tell him to call in. It's Friday. He doesn't have to listen and just text us. He can give us a call and he can say something.
He's lurking in the corner.
Yeah. Don't be a creep. If you're going to be part of this, if you're going to be part of the conversation, don't sit in the corner in the dark.
I think he's got his WSB radio app on. It's like
He's
it's
sitting in that
west.
special chair.
Yeah, he's got the app
watching.
on. I don't know if he's got his pants on. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit. Slightly, a little bit.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Dave Baker here with big news. Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and they're making March unforgettable. Here's the deal. Coolray will upgrade your home comfort with a new Carrier cooling system for as low as $60 a month. Look, if your AC struggled last summer or you're worried about rising repair costs, now is the time to replace it before the Georgia heat arrives. And for 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted Coolray to keep their homes comfortable. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
We are here with CFP and investment advisor Aaron Vincent of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Aaron, there are some adults that work with the big box firms, and they think to themselves, I feel like some of my needs aren't being met, or there are opportunities that they could be missing. So what would you tell that person that's thinking about getting that second opinion, thinking about making the call, but they just haven't yet?
Mark, what I would say to that person who thought about it or wanted to last year but didn't is why? Why didn't you? Let's get real here. Whether you're in your car driving or you're at your office, however you're listening to this, take a second or write this down or make a mental note. Why didn't you execute on that thought? That thought that you had, that feeling that you had about getting a second opinion, you didn't follow up with that. What's the reason? A lot of times we find people are intimidated by, I don't want to be transparent. I feel like if I admit where I'm at, I'm admitting failure or something along those lines. And let me just make the bridge to you right now. We aren't going to judge you if you wish you were at X, but you're only at Y. There's no shame in saying, I'm not where I want to be and I want to get there. That should be applauded. If anything, you're going to get applause from us because it's like the human condition, right? Life on earth, to raise your hand and say, I need some help. I'd like to get this thing shored up and I'm willing to tell you the truth about where I'm at to get there. That takes courage. It takes some guts. I respect that regardless of where you are. To say, I'm willing to open myself up to that sort of conversation, that should be applauded.
To receive a personalized second opinion of your financial future from the team at the Vincent Financial Group, we invite you to call today, 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, two trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
Wait, you went on a press credential?
Yeah.
But the press is not supposed to cheer. That's the protocol of... I learned that a long time ago. I got a press credential once to a game where I cared about who won, and I was thought, oh my, this is going to be great. I'll be able to, and I'll have hot dogs behind me, and I'll be able to root for my team. And I very quickly saw that, no, it was all neutral. You're not supposed to cheer for either side.
Listen, the other affiliates were out there. They were having a great time too.
Okay.
They were cheering. It was
All right.
it was all a home.
So it wasn't like
crowd.
a press box because that's the protocol in the
not at
press
all.
box.
No. This one we were in an open air area having fun and mingling with the fans around us. I grabbed some sound from some of the the Hawks fans. It was great.
Yeah, well,
I was working.
Well, you're thinking, well, yeah,
you got some MOS.
Is that going to show up on the Solo Moto?
No, I
it's going to show up on your weekend show?
No, not going to be on there, but I sent some to the
Ain't going to
morning
be on
news.
this show. What the hell is it going to be on?
I sent it for the morning news. For the morning news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was helping out.
And but you're always thinking. Good
Always trying to help.
Good corporate guy there. He's always thinking about how can I help the bottom line? That's what Jared Yamamoto's always thinking.
Well, you earned your tickets then.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey, you know what? Thank you, Tim. That's the
You know
right
what?
approach.
He acted like the press.
Yes.
You came in here.
Are you coming after me?
You came
You
in here
look
hot.
like you're coming
and
after
like,
me.
You're not supposed to be cheering out there.
That's what I learned a long time ago. I thought it was great to be in the press. I went to a game and I was in a press box.
Yeah, I was not in the press box.
And I think I cheered like the first time, and I looked around, and everybody kind of, and then they removed my free hot dogs.
Get out!
I got the message.
No hot dogs for you.
No hot dogs for you. You obviously don't know the protocols in the
You're
press.
already hot dogging.
Yes, if you're hot dogging, we remove the hot dogs, which makes sense. If you want to have less hot dogging going on, get rid of the dogs. Get them out of there.
Go dogs.
Yeah,
Go dogs.
Go
Get out.
dogs.
Get out of here.
Go, dogs.
Do we have any open micers or anything like that before I start anything new? The war's still going on, and
are they?
Yeah, according to Trump, everything is going absolutely perfectly for the United States of America. And if you ask any questions, or if you say anything that would assume that things aren't going absolutely perfectly, you obviously want the enemy to win, and you probably are in league with the devil as well.
You should
Toss that in as well.
Go to Guantanamo.
Sir, we're in the middle of a press briefing.
Oh, I'm just resting my head.
We did get some good open mics, though.
All right, then. Well, good means that you got rid of the ones where everybody called me a libtard commie and just kept the ones that people who like the show.
Well, I wanted
You got TDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump derangement syndrome.
Like, do people, like, in MAGA, when they say TDS, do they still get that little tickle inside and feel like, I got it good? Like, they don't realize that everyone just rolls their eyes. Core MAGA doesn't, and Trump doesn't realize. They have no idea that, they used to have an awful lot of leverage, and they would move it around. But I think core MAGA does not realize now that most people don't even want to fight with them anymore. They just roll their eyes.
Patient eye rolling until they can do something about it.
Something. I don't know. Just, can you put me in a coma for 2.5 years? I don't.
We did get one open micer that I didn't grab that was upset that we kept giving an effeminate voice to Republicans, not understanding that that's Lindsey Graham.
That was Lindsey Graham. That's his voice.
Oh, they just thought it was all Republicans?
Yeah.
No, I don't speak for all. It's just me. And I talk about this and that. I go, Israel.
He was very upset. He said, that's ridiculous. You give that voice to Republicans.
It is
Republicans
ridiculous.
don't sound like
There's
that.
never been one single gay Republican in the history of the world. Are you kidding me? Doesn't everybody know this? Do I have to go search for France with Eva Longoria to find the only gay Republican in the world?
Wait, I'm ordering France. I'm out of my crown.
And, here's the thing. I don't know what Lindsey Graham. It could be asexual, for all I know. He had that princess wand in Disneyland, though. Disney World. All alone. Who goes to Disney World all alone? Who does that?
Well, I didn't want to go down there. I was going to go down there to have a good time.
I understand that.
And I love Mickey Mouse.
Is that why we're fighting all these wars for the honor of Mickey Mouse?
We got to spread Mickey Mouse over the Middle East. Take on Iran.
Are you just like permanently drunk now? It's just.
I don't know if it's drunk. This is how I speak. What do you got a problem with me?
Did you have the same?
If it's for anybody's business, it's nobody's business.
Did you have the same teacher as Michael Waltrip? Kind of the same kind of lilt.
Well, we went to Mrs. Lilt. Ms. Lilt.
But these open micers are good.
All right, guys. Thank you for getting me back on track.
I got
reminding me that we're doing.
I saw you grab the Red Bull there.
Open micers.
I got you. How about this one first? We'll start with the ladies, right?
Thank you, Mr. Eric Von Hessler, for providing helpful information that people who are supposed to give us that type of news don't, and you give us the comedy and the news. So I just wanted to tell you thank you, and thank you to the Doctrinaires for being awesome, like their fearless leader, Mr. Von Hessler. God bless you all. And this is Jay calling from the A.
She is my new favorite. Jay from the A is my new favorite listener.
Seriously, that was an awesome open mic.
That's,
but she sounds like a sweetheart.
Lindsay.
Do you want to take her to Disney World?
No, I like going by myself. I get to go on the rides by myself. I don't share seats.
I do want to say to J.A., but don't, always check everything that I'm saying. Jay from the A, I'm sorry. Let's see right there. I got that wrong. So always check. Always. Don't just believe stuff because I say it, because Lord knows I get it wrong. Even when I'm wrong, I'm directionally correct. But quite often, I'll lose a fact or something along those lines. All I'm trying to encourage people is ask another question in your mind. Ask a follow-up question. When you see something, think to yourself, who paid for that? Is that just and you live in a world where you can look these things up. You don't have to go to the Smithsonian and you can, or your local library. You can actually look these things up. Don't accept anything at face value, including me.
Nothing, not even what your doctors tell you.
Well,
dentists,
no, hold on now.
Loved ones, nothing.
Did we talk about the line in Autumn and
never trust anything ever?
Always check with Joe Rogan before you go to your doctor.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He's on the edge of
That's
knowledge.
sometimes.
Like,
You know,
knows.
all of this stuff with the psychedelics, the psilocybin, and all that they're changing the law around. You know, I know they're doing the marijuana thing from Schedule 3. Was it Schedule 1 to 3 or 3 to 1? Whichever one. They're getting it out of the heroin one and putting it in
1 to 3.
From 1 to 3. And but that isn't this. They're also doing something with psilocybin and those kind of things having to do with PTSD and all of that. And the president did it because Joe Rogan called him. Now, I'm not against the policy. I'm not against the policy at all. If shrooms can help soldiers who come back who see terrible things, you know, kind of face everything and move forward their life, I'm all for it. I'm in favor of it. I'm not happy that it happens because Joe Rogan gives you a call.
Yeah.
That's just like, well, we're at war with Iran because Netanyahu gave a great presentation. You know, it's just like, can we run a? I'm not going to get it. It's Friday. It's Friday. I don't want to go crazy. But I think the way that it's supposed to work is, as a president, like if I was president, I would do it this way. I would surround myself with people who knew a lot of things that I don't know. And then when we dealt with individual policies, I would call those people in, right? And they would all give their opinions. And then my job, the reason I'm making the big bucks, I'm the president, I have to decide who's right or is it a blend of these opinions. And that's what, as opposed to, basically, I put you in that position so that you would understand that I'm going to make all the calls on everything, which seems to be where we are right now.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Hey everyone, it's your buddy Shelly Winter here. Join me this Saturday at noon for the Car Guys with Kevin Deutsch from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Buy or lease, fix or sell, everything you want to know about cars, we will cover Saturday noon to 1 right here on 95.5 WSB.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat, and it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. Fire devastation in South Georgia. Ginger Hunter lost her home and business.
My brain can't fathom because, like, my brain's like, oh, I want to go in the living room and get in the recliner and watch TV. Well, there's no living room.
The governor visits the region today where wildfires have engulfed thousands of acres and destroyed a record number of homes.
Calling them the worst fires in the nation right now, Governor Kemp says firefighters from across the state are in South Georgia helping battle the fires that have burned nearly 40,000 acres so far.
Unfortunately, we believe that fire activity is going to remain extremely high throughout the weekend.
He urges residents to stay alert and evacuate if needed. More than 120 homes have already been destroyed. Georgia's First Lady WSB was with the governor today wearing a shirt with the word pray across the front.
We need to be praying for these families.
Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Georgia National Guard is sending 6 helicopters to South Georgia to help fight the wildfires.
We have water buckets that are attached to these helicopters and can drop 2,000 gallons or close to 660 gallons, depending on which helicopter is dropping.
Colonel Wilcox says the Georgia troops going to South Georgia volunteered to help. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. Do we get some badly needed rain this weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This news is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. A Dunwoody High School student is hopeful Immigrations and Custom Enforcement will pause his deportation to Honduras.
18-year-old Axel Rios was driving without a license when Dunwoody police realized he had a final removal order issued from an immigration judge. His attorney Alexandros Conejo says they do not condone his behavior.
Do we believe that he deserves to be removed from this country because of this offense? No, the punishment is not proportional here.
He says Rios' father went to jail for his involvement in a criminal organization in Honduras and that his life would be in danger if he went back to the country. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Lawyers for a former detainee who lost his limbs while in the Fulton County Jail are now calling for an investigation.
Rashad Mohammed, who has a condition requiring medication, claims severe medical neglect at the jail.
I'm begging the sheriff to let me see the provider. Can I please see the provider? I need my medicine.
His lawyer Ben Crump says Mohammed was finally taken to Grady 18 days later but suffered septic shock, causing both hands and legs to be amputated.
At best, you are negligent. At worst, you have deliberate indifference.
Charges against Mohammed that brought him to the jail were later dismissed. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Fulton County says of the 188 days Mohammed was in custody, 177 of those days were spent at Grady under hospital care. A 31-year-old woman is sentenced to life in prison in the deadly shooting of her mother's boyfriend in DeKalb County 2 years ago. A jury finds Quenisha Poole guilty of felony murder in the death of 45-year-old Eric Smith. He was shot to death while the two of them were in a moving vehicle together. The shooting happened after an afternoon of drinking and arguing. President Trump is sending Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to Pakistan this weekend for peace talks with Iran. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says they'll meet with a delegation from Iran to see what they have to say.
The president always wants to give diplomacy a chance. It's always his first option, and he's willing to do that here again.
Vice President J.D. Vance is not going to Pakistan right now, but is on standby to travel if there are progressions in the talks. A woman is dead after an e-bike accident in Atlanta. Police say the woman was riding the bike on Glen Iris at Winton Terrace at a high rate of speed, but the brakes failed at the intersection. She hit a curb and struck a wall head first. The accident remains under investigation. Pandas are returning to Zoo Atlanta.
2 new pandas, ages 4 and 5. Their names are Ping Ping, the male, and Fu Shuang is the female.
Zoo Atlanta president and CEO Raymond King says the pandas are coming from China. The zoo in Atlanta will be one of just 3 in the U.S. with giant pandas. They'll arrive sometime this year. It is 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Slow all over Metro Atlanta right now, Bill. Just had a crash while getting moved off to the right. They had to hold all lanes to do so in Norcross. 85 northbound past Jimmy Carter Boulevard. You're still stacked up busy at Levi 285. Earlier crash, it was in the right lane for quite a while in West Atlanta, 20 westbound at MLK. That's gone, but still seeing some delays out of downtown. Crash on the south side through Union City. They had it in the left lane. They moved it all to the right, but now police holding the right lane. 85 northbound past Flat Shoals, exit 66. That's causing brake lights back toward Fairburn. And a center lane stall in DeKalb County, 20 westbound past Panola Road, has got you jammed up out of Lithonia with brake lights starting right around Evans Mill Road. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, breezy at times today. High 84, lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder. High 79. Staying mainly dry on Sunday. Highs in the low 80s.
Right now it's 83 in Decatur, 80 in Kennesaw, 84 in Stockbridge. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. A couple of notes on the war, not war, and walk the dinosaur. I've begun to question so many things that every once in a while.
Shaka-laka-laka-boom.
There you go. Sometimes I begin to question whether there's actually a war going on. I've come to question every single thing so much that did we actually ever go to war? I have no idea. So apparently we have. And according to the Trump administration, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to tell you that everything surrounding the war, it turns out, is going 100% fantastic for everybody, for this country. And not one single person around the world believes that to be true. But if you love Trump, what you know is the whole world's wrong, and he's right. So it's a very odd thing. First of all, was it yesterday or the day before that Pete Hegseth fired the Secretary of the Navy?
It was Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. So my first emotional response to that was because he had just fired the guy in the head of the Army, and it came out a couple of days later. It's like, no, people love this guy. He's been there a long time. He's considered a bit of a genius at what he does. And so then when I heard the Secretary of the Navy, I'm like, oh, we're in the middle of a war, firing the heads of these, not divisions, but, the Navy, the Army. And so I thought it was the same thing. And then I looked into it. So this guy that was the Secretary of the Navy has zero military experience. But you know what he is? A billionaire who is a fundraiser for Trump. I went to his Wikipedia because this can't be true. This can't be real. Phelan is his name, Phelan. Phelan. And I'm looking on Wikipedia, and I'm just like, somewhere along the line, some military, some not, if not even military experience. We have had secretaries of the Navy before who didn't have necessarily military experience, but they were still considered, I think, to be very smart in naval affairs. I was looking for anything in Wikipedia.
Sort of like strategist or something.
A strategist. He wrote books or something, or whatever. Nothing. If you read his Wikipedia page, there's absolutely nothing about the military until you get to the part where he's the Secretary of the Navy.
Is there anyone that say
Senate,
like, hey, why?
Senate had to advise and consent. So,
and it's just because they are majority Republican.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to get the votes. If the Democrats are in charge, you have to get their votes.
Yeah,
you have to get a majority. So
that's wild. So it's just they just like, yep, all right, whatever.
Well, there were some questions, but if you remember, when Trump won the second time, the Democrats were crestfallen, but also many of the Republican Party itself was a little bit astounded by how much power Trump had, and there was a lot of fear. So he got a lot of these people in. You think there aren't Republicans in the Senate that know that Pete Hegseth shouldn't have been the Secretary of Defense at the time, now War, I guess. But it was all leverage. He had come back. The Republicans had kind of, remember J.D. Vance called him Hitler. People forget this. J.D. Vance called Trump Hitler during the first term or leading up to the first term. So he had so much power that Matt Gaetz couldn't get through, but everybody else pretty much got through. So it was a billionaire fundraiser, and he says, yeah, you can be Secretary of Navy. And I get it with Trump, because Trump's thing is, who cares who's running these departments? From Trump's point of view, I'm Trump. I'm the smartest person alive. So any of these policy situations, I'm the smartest person in the room at all times. So therefore, it doesn't matter who I put there. Their job is just to do what I tell them to do. I'm not here to listen to the Secretary of the Navy give me some boring thing, long diatribe about the options that I have. My name is Donald Trump, okay? I'm the smartest person in the world on every topic in the world. So therefore, I can put a billionaire buddy with a trophy wife in as Secretary of the Navy because ultimately I'm the president and I'm going to make every call on everything at all times. So I can give these kind of things to my buddies. So I wanted to get mad at Hegseth again, but why was this guy ever the Secretary of Navy? I have no idea. And then there was a big soap opera thing. This guy went to the White House. Hegseth called him in, told him to resign or he was fired. He refused to do that. Then he went to the White House and he hung out in the hallways for like an hour or so until he could see Trump. And then Trump sided with Hegseth.
Well, look, you're not doing a good job. You got to go. Thanks for the money. Money was beautiful.
And we had a situation where this is amazing. This is bananas.
He donated $834,000 to Trump's reelection
And
campaign.
I think he was there around. I think it was around the first time too, with more money.
Yeah.
And he may have, if not a bundler, he was somebody who could influence other rich people to give money as well. I don't think you can just get the Secretary of Navy just for a simple $800,000. You got to be worth a little more than that.
Yeah, that seems
I would
pretty
think.
low.
Well, from one person, what you can do, if he gets 5 buddies to do it
That's
at the
right.
same time, now you're talking real money. So this weird thing happened where the intelligence agencies gave a report that they have to tell the truth, right? They can't, they have oversight and they have to tell the truth. And so what they said was that Iran has plenty of missiles. And they can go for a few more months because they've stored them underground or whatever. So just all you need to know is there was an intelligence report based on our intelligence agencies, and the people that gave the report are basically, if not under oath, they have to tell the truth or they'll be in trouble. So they released this report and they say, Iran, even though we got a whole bunch of stuff, they have a lot of missiles left, and they can go on for quite some time. And then Caroline Leavitt comes out and basically chastises everybody for following the fake news, and that everything is going great. And it's hold on, it's our intelligence. It's a very bizarre thing. I'm sorry. Can you look up which intelligence agency? It's not the CIA or that kind of thing. It's a special intelligence agency, and their job, they have to tell the truth. And Caroline Leavitt comes out and just starts yelling at everybody and the media for reporting this. The media is not supposed to report that our tax-paying intelligence agency told us that they have enough missiles to last. How does this work, MAGA? How is it that the media is not supposed to report that an official agency of the United States came to these conclusions? To the point that the press secretary not only says that's wrong, but gives another lecture and yells at people and basically says, well, you're not patriotic. You obviously want Iran to win if you're reporting what our intelligence agencies told. Yes.
They're from U.S. Central Command.
Oh, yeah. They seem like, what would they know?
CENTCOM.
And it's just a bizarre thing. And it more and more, this is my thought on this is, at this point, this president and this administration are only talking to core MAGA. There are people in this country who are convinced by Trump to just stop listening to any other sources because they all just lie. I'm Donald J. Trump. You trust me. You get your news from me. And you don't listen to anybody else. And we've gotten to the point now where they're only speaking to those people because they're going to need them in November when they claim that the election was stolen. That's all I can imagine. Now, they can do that all they want. I got news for core MAGA. This one is going to be too big to rig. It's going to be overwhelmingly too big to rig. There will be nothing. He's going to pull out all the stops, and it's still going to be so overwhelming. Now, a lot can happen between now and November. I'm aware of that. But this is my feeling. My feeling is the Republicans, even though they think they know what's coming, really have no idea what's coming. Now, maybe it all turns around. Iran ends on next Monday. Gas prices go down. Everything works out. It's a possibility, but I'll be mighty, mighty surprised. So while they're telling you that everything is working out in the Iran war, here is approximate estimates of percentages. This is, I believe, comes out of that CENTCOM story. So the munitions that we have expended in this war, how long have we been at war? 7 weeks? February 28th
yes,
is when we went in.
It'll be 7 weeks tomorrow.
Okay. In 7 weeks, we have used 50% of our THAAD interceptors. This is the stockpile. We've used 50% of Patriot interceptors, 41% of precision strike missiles. I'm sorry, 45% of precision strike missiles, 30% of all of our Tomahawk missiles, 20% of joint air-to-surface standoff missiles, and 20% of Standard missiles in 7 weeks. In 7 weeks. So why do you think Iran is just trying to drag this out as long as they can? What happens in another 7 weeks? Where are we then? What happens when these interceptors run out? We've already had to remove THAAD missiles from the Asian theater. That's why all of a sudden Japan's like, well, maybe we ought to start making our own weapons. I also saw a story that Germany put out a plan to be the most powerful military on Earth by 2039.
That sounds good.
Boy, that does. That seems
and what a
comforting.
Year to pick, 39?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 100 years later,
Japan
we're
and
back.
Germany rising
Then
again.
I'm back. I'm back.
Guess who's back?
Man, MAGA, things have never been better. You're right. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says it's a bumper-to-bumper ride through downtown.
Yeah, busy Friday through the heart of the city. A slow one's a better way to put it, Eric. Good afternoon to you and the Doctrinaires. You're looking at a rough ride, 85 southbound starting before North Druid Hills, 400 from Lenox, and 75 from Moores Mill. All that pressure just trying to get into Midtown and downtown. Delays stick with you down to I-20. Not any better if you're heading northbound leaving the airport, 75, 85 northbound. That ride's jammed in, Highway 166 up to Peachtree Pine Street, which in turn has got 20 westbound slowed through East Atlanta from Moreland Avenue over to the downtown connector. But better news on I-20 in DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez.
Better news indeed in DeKalb County. That stalled vehicle on I-20 westbound in the center lane past Panola Road had all lanes a bit delayed, but all lanes are back open, and those delays out of Lithonia are improving. And the ride on I-20 eastbound into Stonecrest is also slow as you head out from 285. This report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Mega Million jackpot is $150 million. And what better way to start the weekend than a chance at winning millions? Get your ticket today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
If your home smells musty and moldy, don't wait. Moisture and mold not only produce that old home smell, it can even weaken your home's foundation. At American Crawl Space Solutions, we stop the problem at its source. From encapsulation and waterproofing to mold remediation and foundation repair, we give you the right solution without high-pressure sales tactics. Get peace of mind with American Crawl Space Solutions, your best value in crawl space repair.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair is perform tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments. And get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that advanced hair guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right. Fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one. Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and to say thank you, they're lowering their service fee to $60 all month long. Dave Baker here. This means now is the perfect time to get your faulty outlets looked at, your HVAC system tuned up, or that small plumbing issue diagnosed before they become major repairs. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted the Coolray name to keep their homes running smoothly. See them on the web at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all: the courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
So now what are you saying, Tim, that the guy who took over as the Secretary of the Navy,
Yes.
I guess he'd be interim, his big thing is he's on a jihad to stop Wiccan because there's too much Wiccan in America.
Yes,
Is
Hung
that it?
Chow is his name.
Yes.
He's a veteran.
Now, he is a veteran, and he
Yes.
has experience.
Now,
unlike the billionaire fundraiser that was the Secretary of Navy until a couple of days ago.
You have to pick your favorite headline here. I'll read the Daily Beast one because it's the funniest.
Yeah, they don't like Trump, so they'll have a good, funny headline.
MAGA Navy boss spreads unhinged theories about witches and cannibalism.
The only thing I don't like about that whole thing is the word unhinged. It's used now. It's been weaponized. Anything that you don't want to look at or consider is considered unhinged now.
Right.
This is used mostly on the left, but sometimes on the right as well. It's unhinged, I suppose, from the point of view of the Daily Beast. But then there might be some people who think it's hinged.
And now,
I don't see Wiccanism as
hinged.
as hinged. I don't see Wiccanism as just this thing that's just growing by leaps and bounds and threatening Christianity in this world. Maybe I'm naive, but I don't see that.
well, here's a different headline from K-Ron. Trump appointee to head Navy once claimed Monterey was overrun with witches.
Now, I haven't been to Monterey, so maybe it is. Are there
But
a lot
that's
of,
a nicer headline.
It's a nicer
Doesn't
headline.
call them unhinged.
Well, the Daily Beast, they're
so strange.
resistance.
Yes, for sure.
Remember
What
the
a-
guy.
What a weird thing to focus on.
Yeah, and also remember that the guy at FEMA now still claims that he teleported to a Waffle House that was 50 miles.
Those are the witches.
It was the witches
I
from
don't
Monterey.
understand
And
what's
does he
going
do a
on
good
in this
job?
world.
That's the question.
Well, the
does
thing
he do
is,
a good job?
the word on that guy is that so far he actually has done a good
Yeah,
job.
that's the important
better
thing.
than during the Biden administration. So, hey, the guy but we just don't want you teleporting away from important events. That's all.
Exactly.
George,
Another
teleport to
interesting
Mars?
thing about this guy is he led the Navy team to get JFK Jr.'s body and the two women that.
Oh,
after
really?
The car crash. He led the team to recover their bodies.
And did he do it?
He did.
He got him? Okay. Well, look, at least he's got experience. He knows what he's doing. Unlike, I had no idea that up to a couple days ago, the Secretary of the Navy had zero experience and was just a billionaire buddy of Trump, and they would, I guess, compare their trophy wives to one another. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 North in Union City.
Yeah, this one's been hanging out in the right lane for a little bit, Eric. 85 northbound, just north of Flat Shoals, exit 66. That's why it's put extra pressure on the ride out of the Fairburn area. You're slow from Highway 74 Sonoya Road. No big need for an alternate. Just hang in there. Stay in your left lanes. It'll get you past it. 85 southbound, not seeing any issues so far this evening leaving the airport. Speed limit conditions down through Union City and Fairburn. How is I-75 looking south of the city, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, the ride is slow, especially as you're heading out from the airport with the delays extending into Forest Parkway. Those delays improve after Forest Parkway, but they peak back up on 75 southbound with the merge of 675s, causing some slowdowns into Stockbridge. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Ever tried to hide stuff and you end up putting it next to some stuff you tried to hide last year? You might be out of room. That's an easy fix. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and get organized.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Call Trajan today at 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
They say nothing is certain except death and taxes. Well, in Georgia, you can add roaches to that list. They're everywhere. Scott Slade here for Breda Pest Management, the folks I trust to get rid of roaches in my home. Many companies have stopped going inside homes, and they raised their prices, doing less and charging more. Ridiculous. At Breda, they handle bugs and critters inside and outside, like those disgusting roaches.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th, so text my name Dan to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, wildfires take a toll on families in South Georgia.
Just seeing that I have nothing, I don't know, it just crushed me.
Anna Dudak says she watched on a security camera as flames engulfed her house. Hers is one of more than 120 homes destroyed by two big wildfires that are the largest burning in the United States right now.
We looked at all the records going back historically with the state. We believe that these two fires have created the most lost homes ever in the history of our state.
Governor Kemp gets a firsthand look at the devastation today. The two fires combined have now burned nearly 40,000 acres. The American Red Cross is on the ground in South Georgia helping out wildfire victims.
We actually have 2 Red Cross shelters that are open to support individuals and families that need a safe place to stay.
Red Cross spokeswoman Katie Zwerk says the shelters are located in Brunswick and Lake Park. There are currently over 35 Red Cross volunteers helping with the response to the wildfires. FEMA approves more than $285 million to support recovery from past disasters across the Southeast. That includes almost $15 million for the Augusta area to remove debris related to Hurricane Helene. The money will be used to repair or replace public infrastructure damaged by recent disasters. It is 84 degrees in Atlanta. What are the weekend rain chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A new round of talks this weekend aimed at ending the war with Iran. Correspondent Linda Kenyon reports President Trump is sending a negotiating team to Pakistan.
The president is sending envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to the talks in Islamabad. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Vice President Vance is not going, at least not for now.
The vice president, I understand, is on standby and will be willing to dispatch to Pakistan if we feel it's a necessary use of his time.
Vice President Vance led the first round of talks in Pakistan amid reports the Iranian team preferred to negotiate with him. This new round of talks comes as the U.S. continues its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz.
Operation Coast to Coast cracks down on human trafficking and results in the recovery of 11 missing children in Georgia. More than 250 law enforcement agencies across 30 states participated in the effort. 129 victims were identified across the country, including 11 minors, all in Georgia, and one adult who was 7 months pregnant. A Dunwoody High School student being held in ICE custody is facing deportation to Honduras. His attorney, Alejandro Cordejo, says they are doing everything they can to keep Axel Rios in the U.S.
He turned 18 this past January of 2026. He doesn't know Honduras. He's Spanish, he's very, very poor, and he does not deserve to be sent back to a country he does not remember.
Rios was taken into custody after being arrested by Dunwoody police for driving without a license. One suspect is dead and a murder suspect is in custody after a brief chase involving Atlanta police. It starts with reports of a vehicle break-in on Milton Avenue, and when officers chased the suspects, they fled in a white sedan, losing control and crashing into a pole. The passenger died at the hospital. Police say the driver, identified as Vincent Steele, is a suspect in a 2024 murder case and was on the city's top 10 most wanted list. He is now in custody at Grady. A Woodstock man is arrested after hitting 2 cyclists on Sugar Pike Road in Cherokee County. Police say a group of cyclists were riding together last night when 72-year-old Jerry Wayne Ross came up behind them and started blowing his horn. When he went around, he hit 2 cyclists, injuring them. One caught it on video. Ross is now charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, hit and run, and reckless driving. A new study finds COVID patients who suffer heart attacks face a much higher mortality rate. Cardiologist Dr. Payam Dagani finds heart attack survivors who had COVID are 25% more likely to die within a year of leaving the hospital.
They continue to die more often once they even leave the hospital than those who did not have COVID-19.
He says many heart attacks are caused by a blood clot, but patients with COVID tend to have a lot of clots, making them harder to save. It is now 4:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, going to check that ride to the northern suburbs, 75 northbound. Not too bad through Marietta, but it does get a bit slower once you get past 575 for the ride up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. 400 northbound, that's crowded in Sandy Springs from Abernathy up to Northridge. And 85 northbound, you're going to be slow leaving 285. Those brake lights will stay with you into Norcross. Then a little more scattered about between Old Peachtree Road and I-985 there between Duluth and Suwannee. A little bit more than a tap of the brakes through downtown, Isabella Rodriguez.
Heads up for South Atlanta drivers. You're seeing some delays heading into the city on 75-85 northbound. It's slow from Langford Parkway into Midtown. And there's also southbound delays into the city on 75 at Mills Road and on Georgia 400 southbound at Lenox Road into Midtown. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies for this evening. Overnight lows in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms, high around 79. Drying out on Sunday, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high around 82.
Right now, it's 83 in Union City, 81 in Johns Creek, 83 in Clarkston. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, this is that Rick Jackson spot.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang, I know, right?
What do you have, sugar?
I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
He's tough. Yeah, no tolerance for criminal illegals, no DEI.
No covering up for do-nothing career politicians either.
You know, Jackson came from nothing and built one of the biggest businesses in Georgia.
Now he wants to cut the income tax in half and freeze property taxes.
Yeah, but not for deadbeats.
Listen, I love this part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Be still my heart.
Bingo.
Amen to that.
Rick Jackson for Georgia, not a career politician. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Express yourself with the car you want from Jim Ellis.
Express yourself.
I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of Jim Ellis Automotive Group. Your vehicle is more than transportation. It's a reflection of who you are. And when you're ready to express yourself, it helps to have choices. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we're proud to be Georgia's largest family-owned automotive group, offering more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned, and pre-owned vehicles. See them all at jimellis.com.
Express yourself.
Whether your style says luxury, performance, family adventure, or rugged capability, we have the perfect vehicle that fits you. And with the Jim Ellis Expressway, you can shop the way that fits your lifestyle too. It's the quick, easy, and convenient way to buy a car. Find the vehicle that helps you express yourself. Visit any of our 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta or shop from home at jimellis.com.
Express yourself.
Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Now, very quickly to go back to this, I just ran off all these numbers that, we've been at war for 7 weeks. And in those 7 weeks, we have used 50% of our THAAD interceptors, 50% of our Patriot interceptors, 45% of our precision strike missiles, 30% of our Tomahawk missiles, 20% of our air-to-surface standoff missiles, and 20% of our standard missiles. And my question, this is what $1 trillion a year gets us? We have almost $1 trillion a year military budget, but we go to war for 7 weeks and half of our stuff is gone. What do we all know soldiers, so we all know it ain't going to soldier pay. I think we'd all be in favor of a lot of it going in that direction. What the hell is this money going for? And now Trump wants $1.5 trillion on the next one. Does that mean we can make it 10 weeks without exhausting 50% of our military?
9.5.
Okay, I don't want to get to. What are we paying for? Now, a lot of this is because Ukraine and Gaza, because we were helping supply that as well. But again, for $1 trillion a year, I expect people with vision. Okay, we can't use this. We got to get. All right, listen, we got to. We're taking stuff out of the. All we talk about is China. Don't you go on Taiwan. Don't you touch Taiwan. We couldn't defend Taiwan right now. No, we're moving military stuff out of there.
I think nukes prevent that from happening.
Yeah,
perhaps.
You know what? I got to say this thing about Trump is I think he does have a legitimate fear of nukes.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Do you have the audio today? Is it one of the pieces of audio? Him
so,
saying
yeah.
that no one should ever use a nuke. I do. Now, listen, Trump says things to say things, but he has been saying this pretty consistently.
No, we don't need it.
Why do I need it? Why would a stupid question like that be asked? Why would I use a nuclear weapon when we've totally, in a very conventional way, decimated them without it? No, I wouldn't use it. A nuclear weapon should never be allowed to be used by anybody.
I like that last part. He's been very consistent with that. The other thing is, if we've decimated them militarily, why do they have us by the nads? Somebody. It seems to me that when you decimate a military, then you would just walk in and go, all right, you're going to do shovels for you, brooms for you, you'll be over here. Isn't that what happens when you decimate the enemy? At that point, it's 100%. We walk in.
But we don't know who's in control.
You'll be washing dishes. You'll be drying. Like, we would be calling all the shots, wouldn't we?
But we don't know who's in control. We don't know who's leading their country.
Yes, we do.
Well, of course we do. Who are we negotiating with? Why are we on the verge of a global energy? Well, we're in a global energy crisis. Why are we on the verge of a global recession? It just seems to me like we ought to get more out of decimating their military. And if somebody else in Georgia can look all day long for some other time in military history where the victor decimated the other side, and yet the victor, the enemy still had the victor by the nads. Why does Iran still have us by the nads? Why? Not even just us. Why does Iran still have the world by the nads? It's interesting. I saw that Pete Hegseth. You have that thing where he's like, he's got to go against Europe now. He might as well, he does this thing. I'm surprised he didn't do that thing where you put your, if you're talking about Europe and you put your pinky in the air, Let me tell you something that Pete Hegseth knows. There ain't no male over in Europe that's more of a man than Pete Hegseth. Because that's what's at the bottom of this is kind of like, hey, stop being cowards and get out there.
We are not counting on Europe, but they need the Strait of Hormuz much more than we do, and might want to start doing less talking and having less fancy conferences in Europe and get in a boat.
All right. Thank you. By the way, Mr. Hegseth, thank you for the daily lecture. And with every one, I realize how much better you are as a patriot, as a religious man than I could ever be. And you're so smart. So thank you for that. But I like to make things easy. What you just heard him say there can be you can say it with a better economy of words. Hey, Europe, we broke it. You fix it. Europe didn't start this war. On February 27th, these were not the problems. Now, if you're core MAGA, you actually believe that Iran would have nuked us by now if we didn't do that. Great for core MAGA. No one else in the world believes that.
Also, if Iran had a nuke now, I heard somebody talking on the Republican side of the aisle saying that gas prices would be $10 a gallon.
Oh, absolutely, because it was as we go back to February. If the world today was like February 27th, well, probably most of us wouldn't be here. Iran would have killed all of us.
We'd be speaking Iranian.
See what I mean when I say that the administration is only talking to their base now. And the administration and the base, in their mutual conversation, have decided they're right and everyone else in the world is wrong. Everyone. Trump's latest AP numbers, polling numbers, 33%. 33%. Now, of course, that's fake news, and what core MAGA knows is it's really like 78%.
I was thinking
because everyone they know loves them, and they love them.
I heard it was 100%.
Well, that's of MAGA.
I'm MAGA.
By the way, the dumbest story that we ever reacted to was when that guy on CNN who's all spastic with
Harry Hinton is his name.
Yeah. He got, can you believe it? 100% of MAGA supports Trump. Well, yeah, because the people who no longer support Trump left MAGA. Being in MAGA means that you support Trump. It's kind of a religion. I don't know if you've noticed.
All of them.
100% of Christians believe in Jesus Christ. Would that shock anybody? Isn't kind of being a Christian mean that you...
Trump loves to cite that poll, too. He's like,
I know.
100%. CNN did it.
And then we reacted to it like, wow, 100%. Do you know what else is 100%? 100% of milk is milk. Did you know that?
What's
and if you increase the milk by 6, then it's 600%.
Yes, it certainly is. Absolutely.
Well, it's 600% less.
That's how math works.
The 600% milk is better for you, I think.
Right.
It's all fat.
Is that what he said yesterday? RFK Juniors.
What did he say? Yes, they're all trying to keep their jobs. They're all going to be gone within a month.
Well, he said if you decrease the price from 600 to 100, that's a 600% decrease. And Trump went, "Yeah, you're right."
Oh, in what? What were we talking about?
Yeah, because
we're talking about drugs.
because Trump had said something about it being a 600% increase of something.
Right.
And the person said that's mathematically impossible. And then they were like, RFK Jr. was like, actually, what he was saying, he made a good point. He was saying, if you decrease it by 600, then you've decreased it by 600%.
That's another dance that's going on right now. It's just all of these department heads trying to keep their jobs because they know that they see the numbers for the midterms. RFK Jr. is almost certainly gone because what they think or what they don't think. And look, I think that the vaccine deal is a nuanced kind of issue, but you want to talk about 80-20 issues. The American people are not having it. So, and it's they see in the research that it doesn't look good. So I think he's going to be gone very soon. Who else is circling the drain? You can't fire Hegseth until the Iran thing's over, right? Patel definitely circling the drain. You can't fire Hegseth now, right? The Iran thing has to be in some sort of what we at least think is an end.
The SLPC thing didn't, or whatever that's called, didn't help Patel. You don't think that helped him?
What's the SLPC thing?
Southern Poverty Law.
Oh, yeah.
SPLC.
I got to look into that deeper. I know what the allegations are, and if the allegations are true, then ultimately all it means is that all the groups are just like the government. That there's always subterfuge going on. There's always that's why I don't believe anything. You know, if the what is it
SPLC?
Okay, the Southern Poverty Southern Poverty Law Center, right? If they in fact were basically hiring people to go to Charlottesville and cause trouble, which is basically the allegations, it's the same thing as kind of knowing that when you see protests in Iran, the CIA are involved. You know what I mean? It's getting to the point where you just cannot trust your eyes. Mm-mm. I mean, everything, because you look at the Southern Poverty Law Center, but really they're an organization, and they want, any organization, the more powerful they are. And you're never more powerful than when you make something happen that makes the people you're fighting respond badly. There's a lot of evidence that our CIA encouraged the protest in Iran, the protesters that got violent. Because what would we want? We would want a violent response from the government. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but I know enough about it to know I just don't trust anything that I see or hear from any government on earth or any movement in this country or any other country, because you're always going to find stories like this. People have no problem laying their bed down on a pillow at night, if this is true from the Southern Poverty Law Center, knowing that they ginned up the violence in Charlottesville, if it's true. I can't imagine being able to close my eyes and actually have a peaceful night's sleep, but apparently most people can. Alex Williams says there's a crash slowing the ride on I-20 in Lithonia.
Yeah, inbound this one is, Eric. I-20 westbound, right around Evans Mill Road. It's in the left lane, so you're seeing the brake lights behind it back toward Turner Hill Road. Also in DeKalb County, a couple of cars have banged it up. 285 southbound, the inner loop between I-20 and Flat Shoals. That as well is in the left lane. Brake lights behind that, well, it's just blending in with the ones that start all the way back at I-85 on 285 south, the inner loop, just trying to get down past I-20 there in DeKalb County. We're also watching a slow ride on 285 over on the west side of town, Isabella Rodriguez.
The west side perimeter is really jammed up right now. That's the outer loop starting at around Paces Ferry Road, coming out of Vinings, and those delays stay with you all the way down towards I-20, and it doesn't clear up there. You're still slow past I-20 with delays stretching down past Langford Parkway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trussdale Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto. In a week filled with news from the metro area, this story is the one you need to know. A junior from Dunwoody High School is facing deportation from ICE after being arrested for driving without a license. there are talks to deport him to Honduras, where he has not lived since he was 4 years old. This is outrageous. I'll tell you why and cover the latest news of the night this Saturday from 11 to midnight on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You need a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. Switch today. Get started with a great offer as low as $60 a month. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Offer ends 6/1/26. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet and security edge. 1-year agreement, eco-bill, and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where fine jewelry is always crafted with care no matter the price. Mother's Day, birthdays and graduations, weddings and anniversaries, the new job you got, and even the one you didn't. Give a birthstone necklace, a heart-shaped locket made in Italy, or high-quality diamond studs you can trade up every year. At Shane Company, we have something for everyone, because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Whoa! With the Cubs getting older, we need more space, so we're on the hunt for a new house. Our must-haves, a big yard for the Cubs and Scana Energy for natural gas. It won't be easy to choose the perfect house, but Scana has tons of options that'll make it easy to find the perfect natural gas plan. The sooner we find a place, the better. For a limited time, receive a $60 bill credit when you sign up. Call 1-877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/mover60. Limited time offer. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
From now on, when Hegseth starts one of his press conferences, rather than the big lecture to the press, why don't you just let him know the reality? My waist doesn't stink, and that's why you should just listen to everything that I say. I am, in fact, better than you.
You know, you mentioned some of the cabinet members that are under fire, and NBC is reporting that he's under fire too. Hegseth, and then also Brendan Carr of the FCC.
Oh, good. Get rid of this guy.
What's he in trouble for?
Being a fascist? Probably not. He just happens to be a fascist.
Low public approval after threatening to revoke licenses for media outlets.
Yeah, see, but it's all because they're all trying to make Trump love them more. And then Trump loves that until he sees that, oh, that's not popular, and then he fires people. Good. Get rid of them all. Bring some competent people in, if you know any. Hey, you know who's competent at giving away free tickets? This guy right here, and I'm going to prove it right now. 2 tickets. Win 2 tickets to Santana and the Doobie Brothers on Thursday, July 9th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says 285 is a mess. That's kind of generalized, but you can give us the specifics.
Yeah, specifically, it's 285 in DeKalb County, Eric, and it's a crash that's causing that mess. It's in 2 left lanes now. Was 1 left, now 2 lefts. 285 southbound, the inner loop before you get to Flat Shoals, exit number 48, and it is just very, very slow behind that, all the way back up to I-85. I'd say you head through downtown as an alternate. That's not going to save you much time. 285 westbound, if you're trying to get over to Truist Park for the Braves game this evening, it's a little slow out of Dunwoody into Sandy Springs, but it improves a little bit as you approach I-75 in Cobb. We're also watching trouble on I-20 in DeKalb County. Isabella Rodriguez.
Lithonia drivers, there's a crash right now on I-20 westbound near Evans Mill Road that's blocking a left lane, and we're also seeing slowdowns into as you approach 285 and on I-20 eastbound out from 285 into Stonecrest. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. From the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Find your local business banker at amerisbank.com/businessbankers. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. When you have plumbing problems, you need it done quickly and on your schedule. Superior Plumbing will work around your schedule night and day. They've served Atlanta for almost 40 years. They want to be your plumber for life, and they'll earn your trust by doing the work correctly the first time. So do what I did and call Superior Plumbing night or day to have a trusted plumber fix your plumbing issues.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-422-PLUM.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles or 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. news, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, the most destructive wildfires in the state's history.
And then I looked at my front door camera and I seen right in front of me. I watched the burning go on until I couldn't watch no more.
Her home is gone. The fires in South Georgia are the biggest burning in the United States right now. Governor Kemp gets a first-hand look at the devastation today.
The Pineland Road and Brantley fires have already torched nearly 40,000 acres in South Georgia and destroyed more than 120 homes, which represents the most homes lost to a fire in our state ever.
So being the number 1 and 2 ranked fires in the country, also the most homes lost ever in a Georgia fire, really shows you just how bad these 2 fires are.
He says nearly 1,000 homes are currently in harm's way. He does expect fire activity to remain extremely high throughout the weekend. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Georgia National Guard is sending 6 helicopters to South Georgia to help fight the wildfires.
We have 2 CH-47 Chinook helicopters and 4 UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters on site supporting U.S. Forestry and the Georgia Forestry Commission.
Colonel Will Cox says the helicopters will have water buckets attached to drop thousands of gallons of water onto the flames. It is 85 degrees in Atlanta. How much rain could fall this weekend, and when does another round of rain arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A Dunwoody High School student in ICE custody is fighting his deportation after he was arrested for driving without a license.
The stay of removal could be approved at any time. It all depends on what Immigration and Customs Enforcement decides to do. Attorney Alexandros Cornejo says Axel Rios left Honduras with his mother when he was 4 years old, fleeing from the criminal organization MS-13 that his father was a part of.
He doesn't have any family there. That's based on information that has been provided to me by him in multiple conversations and his mother.
Rios says he has faith he can go home to his mother soon. He's being held at an ICE facility in Brunswick. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Lawyers for a Fulton County jail detainee are demanding an investigation of the jail, claiming severe medical neglect. Attorney Ben Crump says Rashad Muhammad had a medical condition that required medication, and he ended up with both his legs and hands getting amputated.
He was, from day one, telling everybody who would listen, I need my medicine. And it fell on deaf ears.
Fulton County says of the 188 days Muhammad was in custody, 177 of those days were spent at Grady under hospital care. A new round of peace talks are planned this weekend between the U.S. and Iran.
I can confirm Special Envoy Witkoff and Jared Kushner will be off to Pakistan again tomorrow morning to engage in talks, direct talks intermediated by the Pakistanis, who have been incredible friends and mediators throughout this entire process.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump is hopeful the meeting will push the ball forward in making a deal to end the war. Vice President J.D. Vance is on standby to go if the talks progress. Pandas are returning to Zoo Atlanta. A male, Ping Ping, and a female, Fu Shuang, are coming sometime this year from China. Zoo Atlanta President and CEO Raymond King says this is an honor.
When pandas arrive anywhere, they become somewhat of a shared point of joy for the entire community. I mean, we're only one of 3 zoos in the country that will have them.
The last pandas at Zoo Atlanta left in 2024. And this just in, there's been a shakeup to the UGA football broadcast crew. The University of Georgia Athletic Association announces today Jeff Dantzler and former Bulldogs All-American John Stinchcomb will take over radio play-by-play duties for the broadcasts heard here on WSB. Dantzler replaces Scott Howard, who's done play-by-play for Georgia football for the past 18 seasons. Scott will continue doing play-by-play for UGA men's basketball. Stinchcomb replaces Josh Brock in the analyst spot. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Oh, not fun on the east side perimeter, Bill. Travel advisory crash still in 2 left lanes at 285 southbound, the interloop between I-20 and Flat Shoals. Heavy delays behind that stretch all the way back into Tucker. And now it looks like trouble between Clarkston and Tucker on 285 northbound, the outer loop before you get to Chamblee Tucker north of La Vista Road. Brake lights filling in behind that from Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. We also found us some trouble on I-85 up in Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez.
Duluth drivers, there is trouble right now on 85 northbound. That's Sugarloaf Parkway, where 2 right lanes are blocked. That's how it's causing some delays back into Highway 316. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening, staying warm with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Afternoon high 79, as much as half an inch of rainfall possible through tomorrow evening. Sunday, staying dry, partly cloudy, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high 82. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s. Another round of rain showers and thunderstorms arrives Tuesday through Thursday.
Right now it's 84 in Peachtree Corners, 80 in Mableton, also 80 in Locust Grove. More news at 5:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a congratulations to Chris Connell of Sewanee. Won 2 tickets to Santana and the Doobie Brothers on Thursday, July 9th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. And guess what? It's time for your 5 o'clock hour keyword. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is winner.
Chicken dinner.
It's not chicken or dinner, but it's
No,
winner.
winner.
I know, I get it, but we don't want to confuse. This is
boy.
Somebody's going to email and be like, I put in chicken.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. There is a battery
well,
of
you
lawyers.
can't be that dumb to win. Got to be smart.
All right, I got to send you a biography of P.T. Barnum, because sometimes with the legal stuff, you have to assume people maybe aren't that everybody isn't the brightest child.
Poor Mark Aram was saying earlier during his a grand for gas giveaway that a lady called him, and that's not how it works. You have to go to the WSB Radio app.
So this hour's keyword
Don't
is
be that lady.
WINNER. Winner. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. It's not that kind of gas.
Excuse me?
Again, that keyword is WINNER. Winner. And speaking of winners, boy, if you're in a court of law, you got this guy, George Stein, next to you, there's a damn good, overwhelming chance that you're going to walk out of that courtroom as a winner. Am I right?
That's absolutely correct, yes.
You know your stuff, as they say, and that's why we have you here.
Well, thanks. I appreciate the confidence.
Well, I have confidence. I mean, look, I'm not going to jail for anything, so I got all the confidence in the world.
Well, I don't think you've ever been caught breaking the law.
I have not ever been caught breaking the law. Do you know, George Stein, I am the only person in my family that's never seen the world from inside of a jail cell for any period of time. Now, my family hasn't all gone to prison or whatever, but my first memory in life was visiting my father in prison. So, but everybody else in my family has either done like an overnight stint or even more than that. This guy right here. Not 1 second of my life have I seen the world from inside a
There's still time.
Well, that's good. He's very compliant.
Yeah. Well, listen, what I say to people is it's not hard. It's not difficult to not get arrested. When I see all these people getting arrested, all these shows, like, it's not difficult to not get arrested. You can even kind of like tweak around on the edges of the law if you have a brain and you know, you might get lucky like me and never get arrested. Although now, the only thing that I would have been arrested for is legal in most states.
Yeah.
Just not this one.
Decriminalized.
Just decriminalized in Atlanta, but I don't live in Atlanta. I live in Roswell. I don't know what our policies are in Roswell.
I thought it would be the same in Roswell. Like it'd be
It's a
decriminalized.
different city. It's a different city because it's not even the state. It's not even the state.
Roswell's
Atlanta.
fewer than Atlanta.
Yeah, they're strict in Roswell. Yeah.
And also,
7 years.
a lot of gummy housewives. A lot of gummy housewives.
yeah.
I think you're not going to know because there's not a smell around them because they're just popping gummies.
They're not doing the seltzer now? The THC seltzer that you can get at a gas
those are
station?
intense.
Yeah,
I thought
they
those
are.
weren't those made illegal or something?
I think there's not until
There's a
November.
loophole.
What?
I think that law kicks in later this year.
Okay, so you
as
better
far as selling them goes.
So you better store up.
I've never tried one.
Oh,
I didn't know you could buy them. You can go get
Yeah,
a
well-
Scofflaw has them.
Scofflaw, you have to go to Scofflaw to get. It's a weird law, right? Like if you're a you can't, like, Scofflaw can't put them in stores. You have to actually go to where it's made.
That sounds right because
Their
I have
headquarters.
I have seen them for sale in the brewery, and I've tried a couple of them before. I think
Yeah,
they're
but
pretty
you're
good.
not going to see them at a racetrack or
I
something
have
like that.
not seen them
It's
there.
a weird thing with the law. They're allowed to sell them out of their brewery, but they're not allowed to sell them anywhere else. And I guess that's going away very soon, from what I understand. All right, George Stein is here. to help us with issues of the law. I believe earlier this week I asked the question, probably yesterday because I think that's when it broke. James Pierce Jr.
Of the Falcons. Great
rookie, edge rusher. And he was stalking his ex-girlfriend. And then she was running away from him. They were in a car, and he was chasing her with a Lamborghini. She was trying to get to the police station, and he rammed his Lamborghini into her car over and over again, I believe once at least, head on. And it looked like maybe this young man was going to go to prison for quite some time. But this is down in Florida. It's not Georgia. They worked it out to where it's going to be, what do they call it, an intervention?
Well, yeah, some people call it intervention program. Some people call it a diversion program, depending on what state you're in. But basically, it's where you go through some therapy. It's a mitigating circumstance, and the judges like it. And a lot of times what, in fact, happens is they have you temporarily plead guilty to certain things, but they'll say, we're going to hold it off to the side, and it's not going to be sent in as a conviction if you successfully complete this program. And if you don't, then you'll be sentenced to jail, and the guilty conviction will count. And so it involves alcohol treatment, anger management. There's a TPO, temporary protective order, so he's not allowed to approach her. And there's usually two versions of that. There's one where you're not allowed to contact her at all, and there's another version where you're allowed to contact her, but no violent contact.
I believe that he's in the first. He's not allowed to make any contact with her at all. The judge, I read the story, the judge said that the belief of the court is that he had a mental episode, and so they're going to go. Now, here's the thing. I have one question. Look, if it was a mental episode, and there's part of me that says, boy, I like the fact that courts will maybe look at something. This is his first offense, that I like the fact that the courts would look at something like that and go, all right, maybe we can help this person. But here's my question. I mean, this guy was nearly a defensive rookie of the year. So he's got quite a profile right now. He's very good at his job. And my question is just very simple. And I know it's the state of Florida, not the state of Georgia. Would I have gotten that deal? If I had done the same exact thing and the circumstances were exactly the same, I get it. I'm never going to have a Lamborghini. But outside of the Lamborghini, the same circumstances, am I going to get that? And I'm not, and by the way, when I say am I, I'm not even on the air, on the radio. I'm like that guy Greg in that ad, just an average guy.
Well, how many quarterback sacks have you gotten?
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. But then again, he is in Florida. The Falcons are not,
I don't know that it's so much a Florida thing. I think they're mostly looking at that there's no prior, bad behavior on his part. And some of the courts like to work with you. And, I'm sure there was some input because he is an excellent rookie.
Yeah, somebody said, because the Falcons aren't going to part ways with him, right?
No. In fact, if he had been charged, then they probably would have. But now the entire fan base is breathing a sigh of relief. But I was going to tell you, Eric, that if you had hired George Stein, I bet you would have been treated the same way as James Pierce Jr. Stein would have gotten out of it.
You know what?
You were psycho chasing your ex-girlfriend around.
Well, it doesn't have to be an ex-girlfriend. Let's test out the theory. Hey, honey, if you're listening, wait for me in the driveway.
Yeah, test it out.
Test it out.
Let's give her a 2-minute head start to the police station.
That's called premeditation.
Oh, darn it. I always make that mistake of saying what I'm thinking.
Things.
I got to be more ad hoc in my life. All right, so it's a little bit of both then. This stuff does happen, but he is kind of in a special category, let's face it.
Yes, especially for first-time offenders, I think you would get that.
You think I would?
I think so, yes.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Then I'll just start chasing women around in my car. All right, what's next?
All right, a Poly Market scandal here. A U.S. soldier has been charged with using classified information to bet on Nicolas Maduro's ouster, the former president of Venezuela.
Okay, so this is interesting. So what is he going to? I know he's getting kicked out of the military, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
what are the charges here?
It's classified secrets, so it's high felonies, federal law. So
you're not allowed to use it. It is in the language of the NDA that you signed to be allowed in the room to plan these things.
Right.
Part of it is you cannot use any information here to help yourself in any way. to further your own gains. It's not just about the enemy finding out or the media finding out. So he actually signed a thing that said, you can't do this.
Yeah, they take an oath, not to do these sorts of things, whether it involves another country or self-gain or both. Because even if you're dealing with another country, it involves self-gain. If you're
Well, did he do it? Was he predicting that we would capture him?
Yes, he did. He predicted it perfectly.
So he was like Pete Rose. He was betting to win.
That's exactly what Trump said.
Yeah, I know. He said
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Trump just doesn't get it. The reason he was betting to win was because he knew the information. He knew exactly when the thing was going to go down.
Well, like Pete Rose, he's betting to win, not to lose.
I wonder if he predicted a beautiful result.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So what do you think could happen to this guy?
Well, some big things are going to happen to him because I think they're going to want to make an example of him, and he'll, like many think, he's going to be ousted from the military. And I think he's going to get. He
has to be ousted from the military.
He's going to get some jail time, and he's also going. What did he make? $400K on one deal.
He wagered $33,000, won $409,000.
Now, is that money in his hands at this moment, or did they just not? He paid when they paid it out. He tried to cover it up. He tried to put it offshore, right, and then close his account immediately, and.
Transferred it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, hey, I deleted it. It's gone. Oh, it's not gone.
Nope.
It's not gone. The fact that you think that was it Kalshi or Polymarket?
Polymarket.
Do you think at Polymarket when you get rid of your account, it's like it never existed? Alex Williams says 285 South is a parking lot in DeKalb.
Yeah, all due to this travel advisory, we're still watching, Eric. It's in two left lanes, 285 southbound, the inner loop between I-20 and Flat Shoals, and it is bumper to bumper behind it all the way back to La Vista Road. Heading through downtown is not going to save you much time with those delays, so just might want to pack that patience and allow some extra time if you're trying to make your way down toward the Gresham Park area. 285 northbound had a crash between La Vista Road and Chamblee Tucker. Looks like that's cleared. Now you're just in recovery mode as you leave Memorial Drive. Also watching the slow ride on 285 on the west side of town, Isabella Rodriguez.
On the west side, 285 southbound on the outer loop, it's stacked up right now from Paces Ferry Road as you make your way out of Vinings all the way down to I-20, and there's no breaks from that. You're still slow past I-20 with delays continuing before Langford Parkway. This report is sponsored by CumminsRecall.call. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick and under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CumminsRecall.com. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto. In a week filled with news from the metro area, this story is the one you need to know. A junior from Dunwoody High School is facing deportation from ICE after being arrested for driving without a license. There are talks to deport him to Honduras, where he has not lived since he was 4 years old. This is outrageous. I'll tell you why and cover the latest news of the night this Saturday from 11 to midnight on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the Portfolio X-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
So you've got an unused car just taking up space, costing you money for insurance? Hey, it's Shelley Winter for Cars for Kids. You know, 1-877 Cars for Kids. I just can't help singing the jingle. It's stuck in my head, and it's stuck in yours too. So go ahead, donate that old car already. Cars for Kids will take any car, any condition, and make it easy and convenient. You'll even get a vacation voucher and tax deduction. Get started at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less with expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
Skip the spring cleaning and sell your home hassle-free with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our guaranteed offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum value. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
Bob Dylan in person. One night only. Friday, July 31st, Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park. Bob Dylan. Plus Lucinda Williams and her band, and Jimmy Vaughn and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Bob Dylan Live, plus Lucinda Williams and her band, and Jimmy Vaughn and the Tilt-A-Whirl Band. Show starts promptly at 7 p.m.
All right. Once again, I'm going to remind you of this hour's keyword for WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is WINNER, winner. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. George Stein, let people know how they can get more George Stein.
Yes, in your time of need, if you want a battle-tested lawyer, we focus on two things. Been arrested for a DUI and want an excellent defense, go to GeorgeStein.com. Been in a motorcycle accident, if somebody causes you to lay your bike down, go to SteelHorseLaw.com.
All right. I believe we have a package.
Not for this.
We don't have a package.
No, well, this story's better.
In my own defense, I said, I believe.
This story.
I did not declare that we had a package.
This story is better, I promise. All right, so Pulp Friction. A woman is suing Trader Joe's after she had allegedly found a piece of a glove in an orange juice container, believing she may have swallowed part of a finger inside the glove.
What?
Oh, yeah, so...
In orange juice?
Yes, inside orange juice.
How are you
Sometimes that
gulping
happens.
like that?
Well, hold on. Was it an orange glove? Because if it was an orange glove, then you might not. If it was a black
but if it's part
glove,
of a finger, you'd be like, "What's in my orange juice?" And you go like, bleh.
Well, she thought it was pulp.
She thought it was pulp and discovered it was the fingertip of a rubber glove, and
pulp.
Potentially there was a finger inside there too.
How do you mean potentially?
Well, they don't know.
Well, you can find out if there's bone.
Check everybody's fingers at the plant, and if anybody has a cut off tip.
No, that guy got deported.
Oh yeah, so they can't even do it now.
He's in El Salvador.
Yeah.
We'll never find him now. Do you believe these things when they or
sometimes these are real and sometimes I believe they're just a money grab. How in the heck are you supposed to prove that there was a tip of a glove that had a finger or just a rubber glove in
I
there?
don't want to be involved in the forensics, I can tell you that.
How do you know that somebody just didn't put it in there? I don't know if
Yeah.
she was drinking straight out of the carton or what, because if it was rubber, it probably was floating in her glass.
Yes.
You would see it.
That's what Autumn was getting at, yes.
So, and another telltale sign, she claims that she got nauseous and had to go to the ER and vomited, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, did she vomit the glove back out?
Well, apparently so, because it's evidence.
Oh, so they do have the tip.
I think so.
The question is, did she put it in there?
Yeah, but for that sort of a egregious example of negligence, she's only asking for $10K.
That's crazy, right?
No.
So
That says this is a person looking for money, and they don't understand that $10,000 doesn't get you very far. You ask for $10 million and hope you get 500,000. Isn't that how it works?
Yes, that's a giveaway.
So
right there.
not the savviest cat.
No.
Remember the Savvy Cats?
Yeah,
great videos on MTV. George Stein, have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
Alex, you hear that? That's my.
The pivot sound.
That's when I pivot from one topic to another. You'll hear that.
Good luck reading my handwriting.
Alex Williams says. I know I got it. I actually got it. Alex Williams says the crash cleanup continues on 280. I think that's a 5.
We're going to get him some handwriting lessons.
Yes, we are.
Hey, that's right. The crash cleanup does continue, Eric. And right now, they're holding all lanes. It's shut down. 285 southbound, the inner loop into cab between I-20 and Flat Shoals. Hero unit dragging the last of these damaged vehicles to the right shoulder. Behind that, it is nothing but brake lights all the way back up toward Lawrenceville Highway. So hopefully we'll be getting these lanes open soon. You head through downtown as an alternate. You're looking at about 25 to 30 minutes leaving North Druid Hills Road just trying to get down to I-20. And we've been watching a long-standing crash in DeKalb County. This one on I-20, Isabella Rodriguez.
Lithonia drivers were still watching that crash on I-20 westbound. That's near Evans Mill Road right now. That's exit 74, and it's blocking a left lane. We're also seeing some delays as you approach 285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world, so why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Spring is in the air, but hopefully the dust and pollen from your air ducts isn't. Over time, dust, dirt, and debris build up inside your ductwork, and every time your system runs, it can circulate right back into your home. That's why it's time to call Zero-Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning and finally breathe easier this spring. Call 770-242-1313 or visit ZeroResAtlanta.com and mention WSB to get $100 off your next air duct cleaning. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic.
With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding thin and dull hair and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. 2 large wildfires burning in South Georgia have now destroyed more than 120 homes and are threatening 1,000 more. Governor Kemp says they are currently the biggest fires burning in the United States. After touring the damage today, he updates how the Brantley County fires started.
We believe it was started by a balloon landing on a power line causing an arc that created the fire.
The 2 fires combined have burned close to 40,000 acres. They are between 10 and 15% contained. The American Red Cross is on the ground in South Georgia helping out wildfire victims.
Our hearts go out to everyone that's impacted by this wildfire, and the Red Cross is there to help support.
Red Cross spokeswoman Katie Zwerk says they've opened shelters in Brunswick and Lake Park, offering evacuees a safe place to stay, get a meal, or even charge a cell phone. There are currently over 35 Red Cross volunteers helping with the response to the wildfires. It is 85 degrees in Atlanta. Some badly needed rain could be on the way this weekend, and when there could be another round of rain. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. One of Atlanta's 10 most wanted fugitives is now in custody after a fiery crash in southeast Atlanta.
The car driven by Vincent Steele crashes into a pole moments after police started following him after an off-duty officer reported vehicle break-ins along Milton Avenue. Police say they tried to pull Steele over, but he sped off, losing control of a white sedan. Officers pulled a second person from the burning vehicle. That passenger died at the hospital. Police say Steele was wanted for a 2024 murder and will face multiple charges once he's released from Grady Hospital. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
Operation Coast to Coast cracks down on human trafficking and results in the recovery of 11 missing children in Georgia. More than 250 law enforcement agencies across 30 states participated in this year's effort. 129 victims were identified across the entire country, including 11 minors, all here in Georgia, and one adult who was 7 months pregnant. A Dunwoody High School student being held in ICE custody is facing deportation to Honduras. His attorney, Alejandro Cornejo, says Axel Rios was pulled over by Dunwoody police during a traffic stop.
He does not have a driver's license yet. He got pulled over by Dunwoody police. As a result, he was taken into custody that day.
He says Rios doesn't have a life in Honduras, and they are doing everything they can to keep him in the U.S. The leader of a multi-million-dollar international money laundering and drug trafficking ring is sentenced to 20 years in prison. Federal prosecutors say 37-year-old Monica Dominguez Torres was operating a meth conversion lab in the Atlanta area and laundered millions of dollars of drug proceeds to Mexico. She and her associates purchased expensive real estate, vehicles, and luxury goods designed to conceal how they were making their money. WSB Scam Alert, warning to residents of Paulding County about scammers posing as water department staff. Paulding County Water Department Director Ray Wooten says they've heard from people in several neighborhoods.
What they're trying to do is get access to people to come into their house, take a sample of water, and then try to scare them into buying filtration equipment at a very high markup.
Wooten says they will never come to your house to test your water, and they will also never try to sell you a filter. DeKalb County Police say they are aware of social media posts promoting an event known as Glenwood Day on Glenwood Road. Police say this is not authorized or permitted. DeKalb Police will increase their presence in the area to protect the public and enforce all laws. Anyone breaking the law could be arrested. The Atlanta-based CDC says rotavirus cases are on the rise. Sherry Preston reports cases are up over last year.
Rotavirus and norovirus are both nasty, causing aches, pains, vomiting, and diarrhea. But while norovirus can affect people at any age and usually lasts 3 to 4 days, rotavirus mostly affects young children and can last longer than a week. Treatment is just rest in fluids. There is no cure. However, rotavirus can be prevented with a simple vaccine given to babies.
It is now 5:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Finally, some better news on the southeast side of the perimeter, Bill. They cleared that crash off to the right. All lanes open. 285 southbound, the inner loop between I-20 and Flat Shoals. Bad news is it'll take a little while for those delays to recover, that stretch back up into the Tucker area, I should say, from La Vista Road. Elsewhere, traffic troopers tell me there's a crash on the 285 westbound ramp to I-75 in Cobb County. That's been impacting the right lane, putting a little extra pressure on 285 west if you're heading over to Truist Park. Just expected to be a little bit slower than usual as you leave Georgia 400. Watching the painfully slow ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Southside drivers, heads up. We're watching some delays building into the city on 75-85 northbound, where it's slow from Langford Parkway up into Midtown, and it's also slow southbound as you're heading on 75 at Morris Mill Road and on Georgia 400 from Lenox Road as you make your way also into Midtown. From the TrustTail.com Traffic Center, next report in less than 10 minutes, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening, staying warm with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Afternoon high 79, as much as half an inch of rainfall possible through tomorrow evening. Sunday, staying dry, partly cloudy, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high 82. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s. Another round of rain showers and thunderstorms arrives Tuesday through Thursday.
Right now, 83 in Tucker, 81 in Marietta, 83 in McDonough. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Hey, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. An engagement ring might be one of life's biggest purchases. That's why our rings come with an all-inclusive free lifetime warranty that gives you peace of mind without any fine print. How can we offer such an incredible warranty? We take pride in crafting our rings with care and stand behind our quality craftsmanship. After all, this is a family heirloom you'll own forever. Bring in your ring for cleaning, resizing, and repairs anytime you want. We'll make sure it's as sparkly and secure as the day you bought it, fixing prongs, replacing side stones, and so much more. This type of maintenance could cost you $2,000 or more somewhere else. Under our warranty, it's all free. We even protect your diamond. Other warranties don't. Our rings are crafted to last. But in the rare case you lose your diamond, we'll replace it. At Shane Company, your engagement ring purchase isn't just a one-time transaction. We're here to be your jeweler for life, because a friend always has your back. Come by to learn more in store or visit shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Water is definitely your home's worst enemy, and your roof is your first line of defense. But how's your roof holding up? Home Fix It Show host Dave Baker here for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Do this. Take a walk around your house. Notice any granules in your downspouts and gutters are scattered underground around your home? Granules are the protective coating on shingles. They look like small black rocks or sand, but they tend to come off as your roof ages, and if you're seeing them, your old roof may need replacing. When your roof needs replacing, you need Findlay Roofing. Findlay is a team I trust. They've mastered the roof replacement process with impeccable, high-quality work. Findlay has seen it all, they've replaced it all, and they've warrantied it all. Plus, Findlay stands behind their work with a lifetime leak-free warranty on labor and materials at no additional cost. They also offer 0% financing. So when your roof needs replacing, think of Findlay first. Get started today with a free roof analysis. Schedule now at FindlayRoofing.com.
Greg Russ with us. He told me he was going to join around 5:30.
I have arrived.
Specifically said after George leaves.
No, I said after George.
I know that. I'm embellishing as an entertainer. I'm embellishing.
I'll let you drive that wedge between other guests on the show, but not George. George Stein and I.
A good man.
Don't try it.
All right.
Don't try it.
I'm not gonna. I can't come between you and George Stein. Is that what you're saying?
No.
It was quite a fun doctrine text thread last night because right after, do you still have that audio? I don't want to hear all of it, but right after Jared Yamamoto at the Hawks game, after the victory, he posted this in the text thread. Okay, all right, then.
It sounds a little bit like New Year's or something.
Yes, and it turns out that Greg had gone to a Mets game and they had won, and he put up him apparently alone on a subway.
Those clips that he sent were great.
Nobody was excited about anything, and
Yeah.
he looked in the camera and he said, Mets won.
Yeah.
I got out before the crowd because we went to pee And so I was already out of the seats, and the game was about to end. And so I was like walking towards the exit before the last out, and so got to the train and got on the train before the rest of the stadium filed out.
Very nice. Now here's the situation with New York City right now. I don't know if you're aware of this story.
No, you tell me about the city I live in.
I will tell you. I'll tell you what's going on in that city of New York City. The city of New York City.
What?
I'm going to tell you about the city called New York City.
Okay, please do.
Making Tim Andrews laugh very.
No, Greg said something under his breath.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Did I
That's
miss
what we're
something on my own show?
You did, but keep going.
Keep going.
It's
That's too bad. I should listen to this show sometime.
You should.
I'd probably hear things that I've never heard before.
This is weird.
So, Greg,
It can get
apparently,
weirder.
Oh, probably will. It's a Friday.
Don't tempt us.
Public urination in New York City sees 50% surge in just 1 year, according to a
tracking
report. I'll tell you
The P's are.
Yeah, so who is tracking this? Yeah, I'm looking at the story for the first time. They say it's an uptick. Oh, you know what I hate about this? Is the New York Post. It's just full of wordplay.
It's the NYPD Quality of Life Division.
You're in
NYP.
trouble now.
It's a wee bit too much.
Yay!
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah, you would enjoy this. You should read the New York Post more often.
I might need to.
If you like the wordplay. Is this
Well,
something?
don't try it on your phone, though, because it'll just crash. Their mobile site stinks.
Oh, it does
It's one
it?
of those that just refreshes. You're halfway through an
Oh,
article.
I hate
it
that.
refreshes, and there's so many ads.
And again, that's another thing.
Stinks.
There's another
You have
thing.
to you have to read the article through like the tiny slit of a window.
And then you got to
between
keep,
the ads.
and then it'll keep going back to the top, and you got to
Yeah.
every time it refreshes. And that's the world we live in now. The slow, soulless, transactional. We're the New York Post. We're going to overserve the advertisers to the point that the people who are actually the customers will become annoyed. But we don't care about them. We got to keep these. We've convinced these advertisers that these mobile ads do anything anymore.
Can I give you a pro tip? If
Yes.
you're going to look at a news site, especially the ones that do this, use the Brave app. It completely
What is that?
nullifies them. It's a browser app. It's called Brave.
Uh-huh.
And I put.
So basically, it has a built-in ad blocker.
It
Is
just
that
it shuts all that down, and you can just read the article.
Brave?
Use the
You
promo
should-
code Tim.
Yeah,
use promo code Tim?
No, I don't get paid for that.
you should move away from Chrome. If you're using Chrome, and I still use Chrome, but I
got
wanna
so much
quit
of
it.
my life in
I
it.
know,
It's
but
just-
it is the worst. It drains your battery. It steals all your information. Like, it's obviously not stealing your identity, but it's
Right.
taking your information. The Safari app I don't use, but at least that still has the reader mode. So
Yes.
on a site like the New York Post, you can go to the reader, and then it's fine. Google got rid of that because it takes the ads away, and their revenue.
That's where they
stream
make the money.
plummeted.
Although, I just read the other day, I believe Meta is very close to overtaking Google for digital advertising revenue. Is that just
don't know
because
how.
all the boomers are clicking all this
Yeah.
phony AI generated nonsense? Like when my wife showed me Paul McCartney singing to Phil Collins on his deathbed, and I said, "That's interesting, honey.
It was touching.
When did Paul McCartney become a right-handed guitar player? Because that's the first time I guess when people are dying, he switches
It's
hands.
in a camera.
Yeah,
It's
it's backward. Yeah, it flips it around. That's what it is. So have you noticed more whizzing on the streets of New York? Because, 50% in a year, that seems like something you might notice on the way to
Maybe
or
Greg's
from a
joined
minute.
them.
Maybe
Yeah.
Greg's the reason.
It's Mum Donnie.
It's been a while since I whizzed on the street. I'm happy to report. Probably 15 years.
So you're not the problem.
There aren't public toilets here because if there are public toilets, they get destroyed so quickly. And then people go in there and do things they shouldn't be doing. So it's hard to find a bathroom sometimes. But I have not noticed it. Doesn't mean it's not happening.
You know what they
I'm
used
sure it
to?
is.
They used to be the idea of a pay toilet would keep people from trashing the toilet because, cost them $0.25 to get in. Who's going to waste $0.25? and
That's
then
so European,
yeah.
though, Eric.
Yeah, well, we used to have them. We used to have pay toilets in public
Yeah, and you
when I
could
was a
climb
kid.
under them. You could
Yeah.
climb under the door if you didn't want to waste $0.25.
But
Oh, it wasn't like it's not like that now. It's like these sort of standalone small buildings that you go in.
Oh.
And it like self.
Oh, like at a
itself.
park, like that kind of like a smaller version of what's in a park, like just a little bathroom.
Yeah, but more futuristic than that.
Oh.
Like less parky. It's really like you go in and the doors lock and I think you have a certain amount of time. I'm not sure, but there's something
And there's
that happens
sensors.
where. Yeah, there's sensors. That's right. And then also, like, it'll self-clean. So it, like, cleans the entire thing with, like, water and disinfectant and stuff on its own.
There was an episode, John Wilson's show on HBO, where he stayed in one of the self-cleaning bathrooms. He tricked it into thinking he left and then filmed what happens.
So
That's cool. I'd like to see it clean itself.
Yeah. So the idea,
It's worth watching.
The idea is that if there's too much movement in there for too long, it will shut itself down so that you can't track or what? What's it gonna?
No, like if you're gone.
No. What
That's
I'm
the
saying is, I
self-cleaning
thought the idea of there being a timer is if you're going to trash a place, you need to be in there for a little bit. Isn't
that
the
side of
idea?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that works because you
Yeah.
could, even if you had nowhere to stay and it was a really cold night, getting a quarter is not that difficult, and then you could just hole up in the toilet.
Is that what they cost? Still,
I don't know what they
go up.
Probably
I
$1
haven't-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't come across one. There are a few pay ones, obviously, around the city.
If you
but I've never seen
subscribe.
one.
Yeah.
If you download the app and subscribe.
There you go. There you
like
go.
per month, you can get unlimited access.
Yeah,
Still have glory holes like the old days.
It's
In the
an
public
individual
bathrooms?
thing. You're not in there with other people.
You're walled in. I would like it because I'm peace.
No fun anymore.
Well, that's not for
Well,
you.
you can't socially engage the way you used to be able to in
Country's
those
Yeah,
going
people don't want
situations.
to like make contact, directly.
That's the
anymore.
problem is that people are doing everything virtually back in
Bring
the
back the glory hole.
Come on, bring them back.
Here's what
People
happens.
were socially engaging
Yeah, when people
with
were-
one another.
Yes.
They still
25
weren't-
cents
Yes.
for a 15-minute, what they call session in the
Session.
public paid toilet. And then at 12 minutes, alerts start triggering to tell you that your time's running out. And I think if you stay in, the alerts get more annoying to drive you out.
Wipe.
Be even better if it starts doing it for you, like a little arm
yeah,
comes in.
that'd be cool.
You don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
I learned about the lack of bathrooms in New York City the hard way, and the lack of alleyways. And I was on the way back the last time I was in New York City from having a bit of a drinking session, and I was in the subway for forever, and I couldn't go in there. I was on the street, and there was people around, there was cops around, things like that, and I just got close enough to my hotel, and I had to go bad enough. I just decided to go right there in my pants.
Wow, George, how drunk were you?
I wasn't. It wasn't even that.
Can I
sort
ask
of
you
decision.
something? Were you able to keep walking, or did you have to stop for a
I
moment?
just kept walking.
Oh my goodness!
And I wasn't like hammered. I was just like, I can't
Yeah.
go anywhere, and I don't. There's no public restrooms.
Have you ever
there's
seen
no
the-
alleyways?
Have you
What
ever?
do you do about that? Like,
Yeah.
because it is difficult to find a bathroom in New York.
Just knock on a stranger's door and
Oh,
ask
that
them if you
works.
can.
Hey,
Hey,
guys,
guys,
it was late at night.
have you ever seen the movie Buffalo '66?
I have.
That's the whole opening is
Yeah.
that he gets released from prison and he can't find a place to take a whiz, and I think it goes on for like hours.
But went to the
Stressful.
hotel room, cleaned up, took a shower.
Anybody notice anything in the lobby?
No,
Were you dripping?
no, I just kind of shook it up.
Oh my god!
How much was there? I have to. Were you wearing shorts?
I
or
had to
pants?
go. I mean, it was a
Shorts
it
or
was a
pants?
mess. No, I was in pants.
Okay,
so.
that's better. That's better than
Were
shorts.
they like
get away with it.
sweatpants? Were they absorbent?
They weren't absorbent. They
No,
weren't
it
sweat.
was like
jeans.
Dockers. Like
Were they yellow?
Dockers.
no, like
that would be
regular
so.
chino. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, like a khaki pants.
I think it's hilarious that he admits that he wet himself while walking home, and we're okay. What were the pants?
Yeah.
Dockers?
Well, because it's
That's the one that's
Well,
sticking.
whoever threw in shorts, I mean, that's impossible. You would see it right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. He's it was
Listen,
son
the
with
thing
shorts.
the reason why I think is because you don't realize how much there really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, because
Yeah.
you're always doing it in a vessel.
It's a full pants situation. Right?
Yeah. Wow.
I realize how much there is
All
because
right,
when
we got to
I-
break a break. It's 5:48. Hold on to that. Alex Williams. Hold it. We'll come back to it. Alex Williams is checking the ride on 85 into Gwinnett.
That's right, Eric. Watching the slow transition on 85 north from 285 into Cab, trying to head up into Norcross. No crashes in the way. The brake lights are just going to stay with you on that crowded ride up toward about Indian Trail. Then north of that, it's a little sluggish. 85 north between Duluth and Swanee from Sugarloaf Parkway up to I-985. 400 northbound, that slow zone in Sandy Spring is cleaned up nicely. It is a speed limit ride. 400 north up into Roswell and Alpharetta. You will see a few brake lights, though, as you make your way up to Highway 20 incoming. What's it looking like on I-75 toward Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Well, right now, Kennesaw drivers, you're going to run into some slow flow on 75 southbound right at Cherokee Street, and that will stay with you all the way down into Marietta, but those delays break free past North Marietta Parkway as you make your way towards 285. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. The new season of the Food Network's Barbecue Brawl kicks off on Monday, May 11th. Joining me this week is Atlanta's own contestant, Dakari Akurede. Learn all about Chicago barbecue and support our hometown guy. Check out the Popcast tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 95.5 WSB.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Hey friends, imagine all that can happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price did not change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. You are guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. For the next 5 years, all your devices will be working in perfect harmony, and you get their best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though the kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6, 7, your internet's going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood. Beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
As a Massey Services technician, we've earned the trust of our customers. So much so, we're often called upon for a second opinion.
Should we try a perm or bangs with layers today?
What would my Massey technician think?
Whatever you choose, you'll love it. Just like our landscape service. It's customized to the seasonal needs of your lawn throughout the year, with all-inclusive pricing and no hidden fees. Plus, our service is guaranteed or your money back.
Massey Services, offering expert advice and much more. Expect more and get it.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
By the way, there's one small detail that George Clark did not let us know when he was telling the story of not being able to hold his water and just going ahead and letting it go in his pants last time he was in New York City while he's walking down the street. That was your 30th birthday visit to New York City.
Yes, it was.
Was it actually on your 30th birthday?
I don't think it was.
That would be an auspicious start to your 31st year.
It was after.
Yes.
Less of an excuse. In your 20s.
I did it in my 30s.
Yeah, what a way to start that decade.
Yeah, it's been a good decade for you. Started off strong.
I didn't want to get arrested, so.
Well, I guess
sometimes you got to let it rip.
That's right. That's right. So, do they really enforce it there in New York City, Greg? It's really a weird thing.
If you're obvious about it, yes, they'll enforce it.
But I mean, like, some people end up on like the sex registry list or something in a park when they just genuinely don't like. We all understand that you can't hold this stuff forever, and so it's like it's kind of a. What are you supposed to do?
I've heard that.
Hold on, go ahead, Autumn.
I don't know. I don't know if this is true. It just feels like that's a little bit of not an urban myth, but
it might be
an exaggeration.
Like it happened 3 times in history, and people say,
and maybe a lot of guys have said like, I was just peeing.
That's true. That's
well, if you're near a playground,
Sure.
location probably matters. I also don't think in New York specifically, because they have a public urination ticket they hand out. So I don't think you immediately
It's
go
like
to
$20.
the sex registry.
That's worth it.
Oh, you
it's
actually
40 now.
I knew it was a ticket.
Yeah, you could
have just paid $20.
Drop trow. You just leave $20 right there on the spot, and the cops come along, pick it up, clean it up.
It's $50. It's a $50 fine.
Next time you're in New York,
now I know.
Go wherever you want. Just have a $50 bill in your back pocket.
Second time though, $250. Don't get caught twice.
Well, he's got one in the can, so he's all right. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 in Clayton County. That's your cue, Alex.
I got to wait for George to turn my mic on. There we go. Yeah, we're watching this crash. We just found it on the jam cam, Eric. Left lane knocked out here, 75 southbound, Forest Parkway, exit 237. Police on scene with it. It's got you slow back up into Hateville as you leave Central Avenue. Once you get past that, pretty good ride as you head down into Morrow, Stockbridge, and McDonough. 75 northbound. That ride's pretty slow out of Locust Grove from Bill Gardner Parkway. Improving once you get up to Jonesboro Road, exit number 221. Checking the ride on I-20 in DeKalb County with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
Well, first we have progress for drivers in Lithonia. That crash on I-20 westbound near Evans Mill Road has now cleared and all lanes are back open, but the slowdowns continue on I-20 westbound at Lithonia Industrial Boulevard as you make your way towards 285, and we're seeing some slowdowns on I-20 eastbound at Panola Road as you make your way into Stonecrest. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is Monica Pearson from My Plumber Superior Plumbing. The owner, Jay Cunningham, has been serving Atlanta for almost 40 years. They are Atlanta's plumber. Most other plumbing companies have been purchased by private equity conglomerates. Superior Plumbing is entrenched in the community, but the reason I chose Superior Plumbing is that they respect your time with on-time appointments and quality work done right the first time.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-4222.
A quote shouldn't be a suggested starting price. It should be a promise. Hi, I'm Megan with Southern Exteriors. At Southern Exteriors, we don't play games with your quote or budget. We do the homework up front, so the price you see on your agreement is the final price you pay. Choose Southern Exteriors, the team that values your trust as much as your home, and take 10% off your next project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
When materials are late, everything's late. Labor's waiting, clients are waiting, and that costs you. Dave Baker here, and the pros I know rely on Randall Brothers. Randall Brothers delivers complete, accurate, on-time orders, wrapped right and ready to go. No half-right shipments, no guessing games, just dependable service that keeps your job moving. If you're tired of chasing materials, there's a better way to build. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, fire devastation in South Georgia. Ginger Hunter lost her home and business.
My brain can't fathom because, my brain's like, oh, I want to go in the living room and get in the recliner and watch TV. Well, there's no living room.
The governor visits the region today where wildfires have engulfed thousands of acres and destroyed a record number of homes.
Calling them the worst fires in the nation right now, Governor Kemp says firefighters from across the state are in South Georgia helping battle the fires that have burned nearly 40,000 acres so far.
Unfortunately, we believe that fire activity is going to remain extremely high throughout the weekend.
He urges residents to stay alert and evacuate if needed. More than 120 homes have already been destroyed. Georgia's First Lady was with the governor today wearing a shirt with the word pray across the front.
We need to be praying for these families.
Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Georgia National Guard is sending 6 helicopters to South Georgia to help fight the wildfires.
We have water buckets that are attached to these helicopters and can drop 2,000 gallons or close to 660 gallons, depending on which helicopter is dropping.
Colonel Will Cox says the Georgia troops going to South Georgia volunteered to help. It is now 85 degrees in Atlanta. What are the rain chances this weekend? And what about another shot of rain next week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A Dunwoody High School student is hopeful Immigration and Customs Enforcement will pause his deportation to Honduras.
18-year-old Axel Rios was driving without a license when Dunwoody police realized he had a final removal order issued from an immigration judge. His attorney Alexandros Conejo says they do not condone his behavior.
Do we believe that he deserves to be removed from this country because of this offense? No. The punishment is not proportional here.
He says Rio's father went to jail for his involvement in a criminal organization in Honduras and that his life would be in danger if he went back to the country. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
One suspect is dead and a murder suspect is in custody after a brief chase involving Atlanta police. It starts with reports of a vehicle break-in on Milton Avenue, and when officers chased the suspects, they fled in a white sedan, losing control and crashing into a pole. The passenger died at the hospital. Police say the driver identified as Vincent Steele as a suspect in a 2024 murder case and was on the city's top 10 most wanted list. He's now in custody at Grady. Lawyers for a former jail detainee who lost his limbs while in the Fulton County Jail are calling for an investigation.
Rashad Mohammed, who has a condition requiring medication, claims severe medical neglect at the jail.
I'm begging the sheriff to let me see the provider. Can I please see the provider? I need my medicine.
His lawyer Ben Crump says Mohammed was finally taken to Grady 18 days later but suffered septic shock, causing both hands and legs to be amputated.
At best, you are negligent. At worst, you have deliberate indifference.
Charges against Mohammed that brought him to the jail were later dismissed. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Fulton County says of the 188 days Mohammed was in custody, 177 of those days were spent at Grady under hospital care. President Trump is sending Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to Pakistan for peace talks with Iran. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says they'll meet with a delegation from Iran to see what they have to say.
The president always wants to give diplomacy
fancy a chance. It's always his first option, and he's willing to do that here again.
Vice President J.D. Vance is not going to Pakistan, but is on standby to travel there if the talks make progress. A shakeup to the UGA football radio crew. University of Georgia Athletic Association announcing today Jeff Dantzler and former Bulldogs All-American John Stinchcomb will take over radio play-by-play duties for the broadcast here that you can hear here on WSB. Dantzler replacing Scott Howard, who's done play-by-play for Georgia football for the past 18 seasons. Scott will continue on doing play-by-play for UGA men's basketball. Stinchcomb replaces Josh Brock in the analyst spot. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Gonna check the ride through downtown right now, Bill. Still seeing a lot of volume southbound out of Buckhead. You stack up 400 south at Lenox, out of Brookhaven, northeast Atlanta, 85 south slows at North Druid Hills, and the 75 delays find you at Howell Mill, and it stays pretty heavy as you make your way down past North Avenue, then a little bit of moderate volume past that to I-20. Northbound still a slow ride, though, 75-85 north from Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Those delays are going to stick with you until you make your way up past Peachtree, Pine Street. We got some trouble we're keeping an eye on I-75 south of the city with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
Drivers by the airport in Clayton County were tracking a crash on 75 southbound. It's right past Forest Parkway, and it's blocking a left lane, causing some delays back into Hapeville. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com traffic center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening, staying warm with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Afternoon high 79, as much as half an inch of rainfall possible through tomorrow evening. Sunday, staying dry, partly cloudy, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high 82. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s. Another round of rain showers and thunderstorms arrives Tuesday through Thursday.
And right now, 80 in Sandy Springs and Peachtree City. It's 81 in Cartersville. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That is correct, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I mean, you've been here for a half an hour. It doesn't
it's
really.
Tradition.
It's continuity.
I guess, okay. I guess people would be asking, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Somebody with OCD would be very unsettled if I didn't do it.
Well, I'm glad you've settled them down, because we can't really perform for a crowd that's unsettled. We want them to settle in and relax and be chill.
Right? Like a rowdy crowd. That's why comedy serves booze. Here, we can't do that. People are in their cars and stuff, so we have to find other ways to calm them.
Well, you did a damn good job there, my friend. A damn good job.
Damn fun.
Right now.
Apparently, it's a remix of the old Van Halen song. Apparently, look, it's catching on. Trump says,
right now,
I just
somebody can't find a toilet.
Right now, just George Clark is peeing in his pants.
Somebody's got to watch the board.
So Trump is saying that Iran has offered a deal. It's like, you don't tell us that. We're not supposed to know the process. This guy's supposed to understand negotiations. Don't you understand? You don't report out everything that, hey, they're offering us a deal. No, you keep that. Come talk to us when there is a what?
A deal.
A deal.
Eric, I told you I would be the most transparent presidency.
Okay, that's.
How can you make money on the stock market?
That's right.
If you don't start telling everyone.
We got a deal. That's right.
Ups
Oil
and
futures.
Downs and lefts and rights. And
check the oil.
Crash the market.
We're getting everything we want.
Well, isn't that that's what usually he does the bad news on a Friday,
right?
And then
maybe
the good
that's
news,
a bad news.
Be a terrible deal. I don't. Yeah. Usually it's bad news on Friday after the markets close, so that it stays the same all weekend long, and then he'll be full of all that. I'm going to end your civilization or whatever, and then somewhere around 7:30 on Monday morning,
we have a deal.
And then when the markets open, they don't crash. And so this is a little counterintuitive.
Iran is saying they're not sending anybody to the meeting.
Okay, he's saying there's a deal on the table. They're saying no one's going to the meeting.
They're both doing the same thing.
Of course they are. But here's the thing. We need the Strait of Hormuz opened. We need it. The world needs it. And what's that thing again where Hegseth's like, Europe needs to literally listen to this and tell me that in your opinion, he's not saying we broke it, you fix it.
We are not counting on Europe, but they need the Strait of Hormuz much more than we do.
That's not true.
And might want to start doing less talking and having less fancy conferences in Europe and get in a boat.
Get in a boat.
Get in a boat. So
Germany's
basically,
gonna do that.
Talking's never solved anything.
Yeah, isn't that what he's saying? He's saying we broke it. You fix. Hey, we broke it, but you need it more than we do, so you go fix it. That's great, great leadership, great statesmanship. Never seen it any better.
But he's tough at that podium. That's cool.
Oh, yes,
I like
he
the way
is.
he gives it to those reporters.
You know that White House Correspondents' Dinner is tomorrow, and the news is that Trump is going to go for the first time ever. And I thought, oh, that'll be interesting. Turns out this is completely different, though. Trump is going to show up. He's going to, I guess, through humor, eviscerate in his mind the media, and then he's leaving. He's not staying around for the rest. And on top of it, there is no comedian for this one. It's that Oz guy, the magician. Is he a magician or he's a mentalist?
Oh, okay.
He's like, hey, what's that in your pocket? Pull it out. Oh, what?
Hey, it's a quarter behind your ear.
He's really good. I don't know.
Did you see him on Joe Rogan?
I know. I saw him a few years ago
What's he do?
on McAfee. He's, a mentalist. So he goes in the crowd and he ends up reading your mind. Or
his biggest clip is on Joe Rogan. He figured out Joe Rogan's bank pin for when he goes to the ATM.
Right.
Because he asked Joe Rogan to say 4 numbers, and then from that, he's able to read your face.
He's like, you don't know this name, and much of the audience won't either, but Tim Andrews will. He's the new Kreskin.
Yeah.
And Kreskin was called a mentalist. And Kreskin's whole thing, and I don't know if this is actually true with every date, but this was the deal around him. So obviously you get a lot of like college shows and stuff like that. So the deal when you booked Kreskin, the mentalist, back in the day, was that you hide the paycheck. He doesn't get paid unless he finds it. And I imagine that worked for him, or was it all just BS?
Well, he also debunked other people. He would debunk and show
Uri
you that.
Geller, he did.
Yeah.
Johnny, was that him who did it, or was it that other guy? There's that other guy that debunks.
Well, who had the beard? The old guy.
That was the other guy.
Yeah, that's the other guy.
That
Ralph
wasn't Kreskin?
something. No, Kreskin was a fresh-faced old man.
Yeah, I thought he debunked.
No. You're thinking of
Google who?
Hold on.
One of them had a boyfriend that lived with him, and a younger guy.
It's the other guy. It's it's not Kreskin. You're thinking of Ralph something or Randy, the Amazing Randy.
Amazing Randy. Okay, yeah. Kreskin's a different guy. I'm looking at him now. Yeah.
My favorite Amazing Randy little bit that he did was he got he was in a school, so he had like 30 people at desk in front of him, and he said he asked them all for the dates of their birth, and he gave, based on when they were born, he gave them their astrology chart, whatever their astrology thing said is going to happen in the next week or so, that kind of thing. And so he gives it all to them, and then after it's over, he says, "How many of you feel that it made sense, that prediction, astrological prediction, made sense?" And almost everybody in the room put their hand up, and that's when he revealed that they all had the same one. He gave them all the same one. And he also, he got Johnny Carson. This guy, Uri Geller, used to be around.
The spoon bender.
Well, he would bend spoons and all these he would just look at these spoons and they would bend, And so Johnny Carson was going to have him on, and Johnny Carson's a bit of a magician himself. And he didn't believe it, so he asked the Amazing Randy. Amazing Randy told him that between rehearsal and the show, change all the spoons, change all the metals, change everything he's going to do. I'm sure it's on YouTube. He gets out there and he's just like, "I don't know, Johnny. I don't know what's happening. It's just not working tonight." So I guess he wouldn't just look at it. He'd have it in his hand and he'd kind of like wave it up and down. And so, yeah, he had special spoons that weren't as strong. It's really that simple. That's what I'm wondering about this Oz character. How is he doing this? How is he finding? He's not reading Joe Rogan's mind. Let's start there.
So he's the guy. Oz Perlman is the guy. He showed up on a couple of those like NFL training camps, right? Where and he guesses like the players.
So you've seen him on Hard Knocks a couple times.
Yeah, that's where I've seen him before. And
I saw him on McAfee years ago. It's a pretty amazing, it's a crazy act, but how does he do it? I don't know.
Well, maybe he can.
There are tells. Like he knows how to get. How did the Rogan thing go?
So
did he ask him questions?
Give me 4 digits, and Rogan said 2020, and he said, okay, men usually give higher numbers, women usually give lower numbers, so it's something lower than that. You've done repetition, so there's probably repetition in your number, and through that, and he I guess at one point he said, okay, so the first digit's 2, and Joe Rogan reacted in some way that said, okay, it must be higher than that or lower than that, or and just from those.
No, wait a minute. What did he just keep on going to 4? No, okay, 7.
So he just kind of watched him and then wrote down something and slipped it to Joe Rogan.
Look, the writing part. If there's a pad underneath that piece of paper, they use impression pads quite often. So it's like, hey, write this thing down. And then
Joe
he
Rogan
rips
did
it
not
off
write
and
it
keeps
down.
it.
Okay, you're saying Rogan.
But that is a thing that they'll do. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. They do know how to manipulate people.
Sure. No, and it's the what is it? Would you call it social engineering? Or
yes.
Like they're very good at asking you a question that you don't think you're revealing anything that would have anything to do with what we're looking for here, but they know the social cues that come from
He's done
that.
it with 100 people, hundreds of people, and knows what patterns.
Whatever it is, he's very good at it. I've seen him maybe 3 or 4 times, always on YouTube or something, but he always does well. And but I would like to know what's the trick.
Hey, maybe he can,
assuming he's not actually reading minds.
Since he's going to be there in front of the president, maybe he can convince the president to end the war.
Oh, well, no.
Or
tell us if there's actually any plan, because he's reading his mind.
Maybe. I have a tinfoil hat on. You can't read my mind.
Did you hear what I said? The president's going to say what he has to say, and he's leaving. By the time Oz does his thing, the president will be gone. Alex Williams says 75 South is slow by the airport.
I can tell you why, too, Eric. We just had all lanes shut down briefly, and I'm watching them reopen as we speak. 75 southbound in Forest Park at Forest Parkway, exit 237. Here, units got a crash. It was in the left lane to the right shoulder, so those tough delays that stretch back up into Hateville should start to shake out. 75 northbound still on and off the brakes in Henry County through McDonough. Just volume, though, as you head up toward Jodico Road. 85 southbound, a tap of the brakes between Union City and Fairburn. Checking I-20 over on the east side of town, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
For drivers in Conyers, we have a heads up. There's a stalled big rig blocking the exit ramp from West Avenue. As you make your way onto I-20 eastbound, you want to use caution in that area. This report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Mega Million is $150 million. And what better way to start the weekend than a chance at winning millions? Get your tickets today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is Monday morning at 8. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Even when it's not raining, if you see streaks and stains on your roof, loss of color, granules in your downspouts or on the ground, think of Finley First. The roof guys. They offer 0% financing. Schedule your free roof analysis at finleyroofing.com.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia. Are you struggling with weight gain, high cholesterol, constipation, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick? Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of real whole grains and bread. Come visit us at the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, where we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread, a healthy, easy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. At Bread Beckers, we offer in-person and online cooking classes. Come check out our complete line of grains, beans, sweeteners, other natural foods, and top-of-the-line kitchen equipment and more. We'll teach you how to make your own real bread that might be the answer to your family's physical ills. Take the first steps to a healthier life. Visit breadbeckers.com and listen to Sue's Healthy Minutes podcast to make a healthy eating change in your life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes are going to come out, but also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. All with their best equipment, no annual contracts, no fees, no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet's going to stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price, lock in reliable, fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming. Plus, get Disney Plus, Hulu bundle, and Peacock Premium included on them. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming select to change in availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet, powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
Well, Jared Yamamoto looked it up, and Donald Trump will still be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner when Oz the Mentalist does his act.
He's the headliner.
And which means he's going to have to do something with Trump, right?
Has to, right?
Hi, Mr. President. Mr. President, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. A lot of people like this mentalist.
I think, let's see if we can get some numbers. Let's see if we can get some numbers out of you, Mr. President.
Okay.
You know, I got Joe Rogan's PIN numbers.
Did you take his money?
I have not taken his money, not yet, sir.
Right.
Not that he knows anyway. I'm not out of the country.
What
Ha,
kind
ha,
of-
ha. That's a laugh line, everybody. Okay, I know I'm a mentalist, but I do have laugh lines.
Don't leave it, man. Do we love this guy? He reads minds.
So, Mr. President,
So what do you need from me?
If I got Joe Rogan's pins, I think maybe we try to get the nuclear codes out of Donald
fair
J.
enough.
Trump. How about that? Why don't you give me a few numbers? 'Cause you got a few numbers on your mind. Just give me 4 numbers, if you would.
Okay, 4040.
Okay, the nuclear code is 4547.
Wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. All right, go ahead and change those.
Change it to 4745.
I'll remember. Don't take me right.
So that's going to be worth the YouTube clip. If somehow, what's that behind your ear, Mr. President?
Oh, that would be great.
That's a magician. I'm confusing mentalist and magician. Melania's going to be there?
Let me see. I'm not sure if she's going to be
Here
there.
we go.
Okay, now I'm going to try to do is figure out exactly how much money your movie actually made.
I'm in town, and I made a beautiful movie about my dress.
Give him 9 numbers.
Give me 9 numbers very quick. Right off the top of your head, Melania.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I believe your movie actually made $3.5 million.
I don't know.
She doesn't know. She doesn't pay attention to that stuff.
I just was there, and they look at me, and they talk, and they don't play the terrible phone calls that they've leaked online.
And then,
you the Christmas thing didn't make the movie?
I mean, come on, who cares?
well, a lot of stuff has to get cut for time, like in the Michael
What?
Jackson movie. They
That's
cut
right.
out
all the bad
allegations.
stuff. All the bad stuff. That movie is still going to make. It's probably the worst movie ever.
We're going to have a screening of it at Mar-a-Lago this weekend. I love Michael.
I bet it worldwide.
It's going to
What do you
It's going to be
think?
huge.
100 mil.
More.
Yeah,
Oh, worldwide. I'm sorry. That's
Worldwide.
probably
400
300
million.
400, maybe 500, maybe $550 million.
Save your money.
Well, I know, but I know that it's not a good movie. It can't be with the way the reviews have been. but it's going to make.
I've seen it. It's not
some
good.
people are just so famous, right? I don't think those Beatles movies are going to be good. Of course, I'm going to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would start at like 550 million worldwide, 4 days.
Wait, for which one?
Michael, which is getting the worst reviews ever.
You might be overshooting it a little bit. It says here the opening for the international previews was 18.5. It's on track for 70 million plus opening weekend, which is going to be a big success for them.
That's just here.
Okay.
I'm just saying worldwide.
Maybe worldwide. Yeah.
70 million. Okay, if it's only going to be 70 million here, and they do that through pre-sales, like they can see where it's
You're
going.
right. So it's 70 million in North America, and then an additional 75 to 80 million.
Well, that's pretty low. We're talking about only about $200 million or so.
Its production budget is 200 million, so it's going to.
Well, he's got to make. You got to make twice.
Yeah.
You got to make twice.
I don't know how
pretty
with all
much.
the AI.
Yeah, I know. He said. Jared said that the crowds are AI crowds.
It's tough. It's tough because the best part of it is the music, and you would expect it to feel authentic and real, but it doesn't look that way.
And even worldwide, all of his fans are over 40.
It doesn't matter. They still go. Maybe they will wait for streaming. Is that what you think?
Yes.
One reviewer said it was like being frog marched through a wax museum. And another accused it of every music movie cliche you can think of. And they just don't touch the allegations at all, but they did, and they were forced to change the end of the movie because that 13-year-old kid who accused him, apparently there was some kind of thing that said his imagery or his could never be used in telling a story about his life. And they went ahead and shot it, and then they found that out, and then they had to go back and reshoot the last third of the movie, I think, because they were going to address these things. But I guess you could reshoot it in such a way where you just didn't use that kid's name or his likeness.
They could have made it a girl.
But isn't there a large discrepancy
It's very
between
yes
the critics and the audiences? I thought I saw that.
Some critics have given it. Some have, but most don't like it.
Most do not like it
No,
at
the
all.
critics don't like it, but the audiences are giving it like 93%.
because
or
they
something.
love
I'm
Michael.
hearing more complaints from the audience
Yeah.
because people go to see it because they're huge Michael fans, and then they hate all of the problems with it.
Just not being a good movie, you mean, or just that it
No, all the-
focuses on Joe Jackson more than
No, all of the things that they didn't include
Right.
or got wrong or like timeline confusion, stuff
Is
like
Bubbles in the movie?
Bubbles is in the movie.
Bubbles is in the movie, and it looks terrible. 39%.
Is Bubbles AI?
Yeah, Bubbles is
AI.
AI.
Bubbles is AI?
Bubbles is AI. It's awful. Sorry,
Worse
spoilers.
than the Robbie Williams
They
chimp?
couldn't get a chimpanzee.
39% critics give it on Rotten Tomatoes. You're right, Autumn. The audience saying 96%.
No, he's right.
I'm
Autumn
sorry.
said
Greg's
she's-
right. Excuse me.
No, I'm right.
I got to be traffic cop, host, everything all at once.
Autumn's wrong.
Alex Williams says there's a stall on the downtown connector.
Yeah, just found this one. The hood is up and no help with it right now. Eric, 7585 southbound, right next to Georgia Tech before you get down to North Avenue, exit 249. It's knocking out a right center lane, and a ride that should be improving is not because of it. And it's slow from the 85 400 merge. I also think there's trouble I'm looking for on 85 south, just south of Georgia 400, just keeping that ride tough out of northeast Atlanta and Buckhead. Northbound delays continue on the connector, 7585 north, starting before University Avenue up to Freedom Parkway. How are things looking on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Things are slow in 85 northbound, especially as you make your way past 285 through Indian Trail Road. The conditions break free past that, but they pick back up at Peachtree Road in Suwanee as you're making your way through Suwanee. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. From the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, next report in less than 10 minutes. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
What if your diamond could grow with your story? Hey, it's Shelley Winter. At D. Geller & Son, this April isn't just about buying something new. It's about getting more from what you already have. For a limited time only, you'll receive 110% of the original diamond's value toward an upgrade. Yes, 110% of your original diamond's value towards an upgrade. That means the diamond you chose back then can become something even more brilliant today. A larger center stone, a more elevated pair of diamond studs, or a stunning new pendant. The options are yours to choose. And if your diamond did not come from D. Geller & Son, that's okay. They'll still offer you top value to trade into something bigger. The source for Atlanta's diamonds since 1939. Take advantage of this special upgrade offer during Diamond Month at D. Geller & Son. Go to dgeller.com or visit their showrooms in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Let's talk termite bond renewal notice. You're going to pay more unless you got Breda and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Dave Baker with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management. Matt, why do your competitors up their price every single year?
Because it boosts their profits. But homeowners should not have to renegotiate to avoid a price increase.
Agreed. So how does Breda do it?
Easy. When you switch your termite protection to Breda, your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. It's the ultimate peace of mind.
Nobody else offers that.
And they stopped inspecting for termites inside. That's where termites are most destructive. Only Breda inspects inside with advanced technology for early detection.
And your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. See them on the web at bredapest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, wildfires take a toll on families in South Georgia.
Just seeing that I have nothing, I don't know, it just crushed me.
Anna Dudek says she watched on a Ring camera as flames engulfed her house. Hers is one of more than 120 homes destroyed by two big wildfires that are now the largest burning in the United States.
We looked at all the records going back historically with the state. We believe that these two fires have created the most lost homes ever in the history of our state.
Governor Kemp gets a firsthand look at the devastation today. The two fires combined have now burned nearly 40,000 acres. And this just in, Forsyth County is the latest in metro Atlanta to implement a county-wide burn ban due to extremely dry conditions. It is 83 degrees in Atlanta. How much rain could we see this weekend? And what about more rain chances next week? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A report of car break-ins leads to a deadly crash and the capture of one of Atlanta's most wanted.
An off-duty officer notices suspects breaking into vehicles on Milton Avenue in southeast Atlanta and calls for help. Police say when they got there, the suspects took off in a white sedan at a high rate of speed and lost control, hitting a pole. Police pull one person from the burning car. Another was ejected. They identify the driver as Vincent Steele, a man wanted for a 2024 murder. He's facing charges once he's released from the hospital. The passenger in the vehicle died from their injuries but has not been identified. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
WSB Scam Alert. It's a warning to residents of Paulding County about scammers posing as water department staff. Paulding County Water Department Director Ray Wooten says they've had several complaints.
We got a number of phone calls from a few neighborhoods where people were coming and representing themselves as being invited by the county to go talk to people on the county's behalf to come and check their water.
Wooten says they will never come to your house to ask to test the water, and they will also never try to sell you a filter. A Dunwoody High School student being held in ICE custody is facing deportation to Honduras. His attorney, Alejandros Cornejo, says they're doing everything they can to keep Axel Rios in the U.S.
He turned 18 this past January of 2026. He doesn't know Honduras.
He's Spanish, he's very, very poor, and he does not deserve to be sent back to a country he does not remember.
Rios was taken into custody after being arrested by Dunwoody police for driving without a license. A new round of talks this weekend aimed at ending the war with Iran. Correspondent Linda Kenyon reports President Trump is sending a negotiating team to Pakistan.
The president is sending envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner to the talks in Islamabad. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Vice President Vance is not going, at least not for now.
The vice president, I understand, is on standby and will be willing to dispatch to Pakistan if we feel it's a necessary use of his time.
Vice President Vance led the first round of talks in Pakistan amid reports the Iranian team preferred to negotiate with him. This new round of talks comes as the U.S. continues its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz.
A Woodstock man is arrested after hitting two cyclists on Sugar Pike Road in Cherokee County. Police say a group of cyclists were riding together last night when 72-year-old Jerry Wayne Ross came up behind them and started blowing his horn. When he went around, he hit two cyclists, injuring them. One caught it on video. Ross is now charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, hit and run, and reckless driving. Pandas are returning to Zoo Atlanta.
2 new pandas, ages 4 and 5. Their names are Ping Ping, the male, and Fu Shuang is the female.
Zoo Atlanta president and CEO Raymond King says the pandas are coming from China. The zoo in Atlanta will be one of just 3 in the U.S. now with giant pandas. They'll arrive sometime this year. It is now 6:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
We've been cleaning up the ride toward Midtown until now, Bill. Travel advisory, crash 85 southbound just south of Georgia 400. 2 left lanes are blocked, and if you use the Beaver Spring connector as an alternate, that's going to be extra slow as well. Might want to think about Piedmont, Peachtree. Those are some other alternates that'll get you out of Buckhead and toward Midtown. Once you get past that, though, there's a stall in the right center lane, 75-85 south before North Avenue. And looks like some trouble I'm looking for, 75-85 northbound at Freedom Parkway, keeping that ride slow from Langford Parkway. Checking the ride out on I-20 through DeKalb County. What are you seeing, Isabella Rodriguez?
The ride starts okay once you get past 285 in DeKalb, but I-20 eastbound at Wesley Chapel Road, the slowdowns pick up as you make your way into Stonecrest. And we're also seeing some slowdowns on I-20 westbound at Lithonia Industrial Boulevard, slowing you down as you approach 285. From the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, next report in less than 10 minutes from the Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies this evening, staying warm with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Afternoon high 79, as much as half an inch of rainfall possible through tomorrow evening. Sunday, staying dry, partly cloudy, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high 82. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s. Another round of rain showers and thunderstorms arrives Tuesday through Thursday.
Right now it's 81 in Noonan, 83 in Midtown Atlanta, 79 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Linda Beaver here. Buying a pre-owned vehicle is a big decision. It should feel exciting, not overwhelming. That's why at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, only the best vehicles earn a place on our front line. Each one is carefully selected and inspected. Quality isn't negotiable. One property, 2 trusted brands, over 700 pre-owned vehicles. From a $5,000 starter car to your dream car. We have options for every budget. Beaver Toyota and Beaver Mazda, the safest place to make a big decision.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where fine jewelry is always crafted with care no matter the price. Mother's Day, birthdays and graduations, weddings and anniversaries, the new job you got, and even the one you didn't. Give a birthstone necklace, a heart-shaped locket made in Italy, or high-quality diamond studs you can trade up every year. At Shane Company, we have something for everyone, because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
When I was a kid, my dream wasn't a mansion. It wasn't a yacht. It was a 250cc Kawasaki dirt bike sitting in the garage. That garage and that bike represented freedom. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, we know your garage holds more than tools. It holds dreams. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one. Income for a lifetime.
after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's Y-O-U-R wealth.com.
So we're going to get some new pandas here at the Zoo Atlanta.
And 2 of them.
They took 2 of them away, and now we get 2 new pandas.
Thanks, Trump.
From China.
Appreciate that.
What is it, Trump? How would Trump have anything to do with it?
People are saying that because of the upcoming meeting, they're calling this panda diplomacy.
Like he cares?
Yeah.
You think he cares?
Maybe it's
about
softening
some
the deal.
pandas?
Hey, maybe the tariffs get taken down. And
Well, if we were doing that, I would have put him at Mar-a-Lago.
Panda diplomacy was what it was called in the 70s when it started. But I don't think Rick Jackson's going to be happy.
I don't like the idea of these. Don't like.
Rick Jackson.
I don't like the idea of these 2 pandas coming here to our zoo with their filthy vapes. Everybody knows these filthy Chinese pandas are selling vapes from.
Rick Jackson.
Beijing to Brazelton.
Be still my heart.
This lady is in love with you.
I can't wait for him to tell those pandas who's boss.
Well, we're going to throw them pandas in jail.
Aren't they already in jail? Isn't that what a zoo is?
Greg points out that a zoo is kind of a jail.
One that don't got no bamboo in it. We're going to lock them pandas up.
Oh, I love that.
This lady's voting for you, man. She is.
If only I weren't 70.
You want another cup of coffee, hun?
I'd love one, Bob. Decaf, please.
Pass the meatloaf.
I love that. If you listen real close to that commercial, there's that one old kind of redneck in there, and he says, I swear I heard him say, I just like his ass.
Hell yeah.
Lock that guy up.
Can we put the 2 together and have it end with a jail cell? All right, pandas, you better hope that somebody besides Rick Jackson wins that gubernatorial.
Do you want to know the names of the pandas that are coming here?
Oh, they always have goofy Frou-Frou and
we got Ping Ping.
Flan
I
Flan.
say Ting Tong.
Ping Ping.
Ting Tong and Bing Bong.
And then Fu Shuang, I think it's the female name.
Oh, I love Fu Shuang.
Isn't that like when...
Why don't we give them American names?
Stephen and Rebecca.
And Vapey.
Wouldn't these animals die out without humans?
Yes.
Greg doesn't live here, so he's not really aware of these ads that we're making fun of, so it's fine. But you are correct, yes. The pandas would have died out and gone extinct long ago because they don't really... you know how hard it is for them to have a baby. It's very difficult for them to bring a pregnancy to term. And then when they do have the baby, that's the thing about pandas, because one was born at the Atlanta Zoo once, and I remember hearing about how when it was born, it was the size of a stick of butter.
Well, they all are.
I know that. What I'm saying is that's
it's a nice snack for another animal.
It's very difficult for them to get pregnant and bring the pregnancy to term. And then once the child's born, you've got to be fragile if you're the size of a stick of butter.
Our original pair, Loon Loon and Yang Yang, I think they only had one panda baby while they were panda cub when they were
named it Butter. Has anybody named one Butter? That looks like a stick of butter.
That's too American.
It's Land O'Lakes there.
So the female panda is only fertile for 36 to 40 hours a year, and the males are extremely picky.
That's it. They eat 15 hours a day, and they're only fertile 30 hours a year.
Yeah.
That leads to extinction if you're not cute as hell. But being cute as hell, isn't that part of evolution? that like human beings would fall in love with you and protect you. Kind of. That's really their way of sticking around is they're just so damn cute that nobody wants it to go away.
They are.
If the dodo bird was cute, it never would have left.
But it was disgusting. That was an ugly.
Was it? I don't even know that I've ever seen a
Cats
dodo.
killed it. Cats and humans.
Yes, but I mean, humans wouldn't have killed it if it was cute. It's
Right.
hard to. If you're hungry,
I like killing cute stuff.
the last thing you're
Only
gonna
kill cute things.
Cows are cute.
The last thing, no, cows are
true.
not cute. It's easy
Yes,
to
they
kill,
are.
and it's easy to. They may be
Not like a panda, though.
No, pandas
Dairy
are cute.
cows.
Cows may
Dairy
be
cows are cute.
noble or something, but they're not
Oh,
cute.
you just don't know cute. You have never met the cute.
Are
cow.
you saying I don't know cute?
I think you just don't know cute cows.
I've never met a cute cow in my life.
Yeah,
This
you
is
didn't know today that
Why don't you
Atlanta
get on Udder?
was
Hold
below
on, not
Detroit.
ever. What?
Is that UDDR?
You never met a cute cow. Why don't you get on Udder?
This is the Avatar argument that if the Avatar creatures are these gross frog-like
Yes.
beings,
Yeah.
nobody would care that the humans were killing them, but they're
Right.
tall
Yeah, but
and
they
they're
had to be like
sexy.
hot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm not wrong to say that could be a kind of an evolutionary defense mechanism. We're cute. We're cute,
guess.
which
I
means
mean, I
that
know
human
that- I know
beings
that
will
that-
jump in.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case with baby animals.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
all.
don't know.
That's true with babies all the way around.
Yeah.
So we know it is. We know it's in there.
Well, not all of them. I got to tell you, the baby's ugly.
You know what? That's why we
Hey, you know
respect
what?
you around here because
Thank
you're the
you.
guy who will
I'll
tell us
you, the baby's ugly.
the baby's ugly. Whoever valued that guy shows up in a maternity ward. Everybody's celebrating. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty ugly baby.
Yeah.
Whoever said we need that guy on our team? When did that become a positive?
I was
The
wondering
guy-
if I should keep him. Thanks.
I'll take him to the fire department.
So, like, when did that become a positive?
That is a
That's
good question.
Man,
Little
every-
baby bears are cute. Sorry.
And then, as you're leaving the hospital, everybody gets around that guy and is like, man, I was thinking
Thank
it.
God.
Man, you said it. Somebody need to say it. That baby is ugly.
Thank you,
I
Rick
want to
Jackson.
shake your hand because you told me the truth.
I'll tell you that your baby's ugly. That vaping baby.
Oh, I love him so much.
He just speaks the truth, doesn't he?
He sure does.
You have an ugly baby, we'll put you right in the slammer.
All right. What is happening on the roadways? Jared Yamamoto?
Look, here you go. Here's where Alex is going.
Alex Williams. What, can you read mine? So you like Oz the Mentalist?
I
Are
sure
you
am.
reading? Hold on, Alex. I've got a few numbers. He's saying 85. That's a number. There is, unfortunately, a crash on 85 South in Northeast Atlanta.
Yeah, really gumming up the works into Midtown. Eric, this crash, 85 southbound, just below the merge with Georgia 400. It is in two left lanes. That's making 400 south start to slow back toward Lenox Road. If you'd like, you can always use the Beaufort Spring connector south to avoid it, but that's going to be slow as well. Once you get into Midtown, heads up for a stall, right center lane, right next to Georgia Tech, 7585 south, right before North Avenue. But we also got trouble heading northbound through downtown. Isabella Rodriguez.
That is right. In downtown on 7585 northbound, we're watching a crash at Freedom Parkway that's blocking a right lane at exit 248 and keeping your ride slow from Highway 166. This report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Mega Million jackpot is $150 million, and that's way better to start the weekend with a chance at winning millions. Get your tickets today. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. The new season of the Food Network's Barbecue Brawl kicks off on Monday, May 11th. Joining me this week is Atlanta's own contestant, Dakari Akarede. Learn all about Chicago barbecue and support our hometown guy. Check out the Popcast tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 95.5 WSB.
Dave Baker here. If you've ever had to sort through a pile of lumber on the job site, you know that's time you don't get back. That's not good. That's why builders trust Randall Brothers. Randall Brothers stocks premium lumber that's straighter, cleaner, and ready to perform, not something you have to pick through board by board. And Randall Brothers understands what quality means when your name is on the project. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries, randallbrothers.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Spring cleaning starts with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Mention WSB Radio and get 3 rooms cleaned for $129. No one cleans like Zero Res. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. Just carpets that stay cleaner longer. Also, don't forget that air ducts circulate the air you breathe, and dust can end up right back on your floors. April appointments are filling up very fast. Don't wait. Visit ZeroResAtlanta.com to book today. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 25th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
No hot water, running out halfway through your shower, or dealing with a leak that just won't stop? When plumbing problems hit, you need help fast. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and expert plumbing repairs. Our local plumbers arrive ready to diagnose the issue and fix it right the first time. Get comfort back and problems handled by Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services. Local folks you can trust. Straight answers you can rely on. Powered by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
Georgia Power is here to help businesses save with quick efficiency tips, like converting exit signs and other lights to LEDs and scheduling yearly building inspections now so you can find ways to save right away. We're here for you so you can be there for your community. Visit georgiapower.com to get started.
Skip the spring cleaning and sell your home hassle-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
So this is our last segment of the week, and I think I want to have a good time. I'll save this for Monday about this Howard Lutnick and the fact that he just can't stop lying about anything. But it doesn't seem to matter. He's going to be the Secretary of Commerce until forever. He can just lie about everything, and it doesn't matter. What a joke. But we'll do that on Monday because it'll end in kind of a negative way. I don't want to end the week in a negative
some
way.
good open micers here.
Well, we have, I'm used to Greg and Autumn telling me how terrible I am as a host. So I like to lean into these open micers. I guess it is probably.
I'll tell you, you're ugly.
Yes, yeah. She just comes out and says, "I think as a baby you were pretty cute," but it's downhill since then.
Yeah.
All right, go
Honest.
ahead. Oops, you don't have it.
This is Jimmy and Noonan. I just want to talk to you briefly about Von Hessler Doctrine. Eric and his doctrinaires, I've known them for years. They're wonderful people. I consider them family. If you want to laugh, cry, think, then laugh again, and then lose your life savings in a Ponzi... No. The other stuff, though.
Listen, I tell you, my products are well worth it. You're just not using them properly, that's all.
So Jay from the A, we heard from her earlier. She was great, and then he
Jay
was great.
from the A, yeah. We have some good. Listen, we don't always, you don't always have to pump us up. But if you want to hear yourself on the air,
there you go again, hating on Trump. I knew it. TDS all day.
Yeah, we played enough of those.
The TDS doctrine.
Yeah, we played enough of those. I don't think we
Maybe
go
he was
daily.
saying we're tedious.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
that'd
you
be
say
worse.
we're just tedious.
Would you rather have Well, tedious is a real thing. So.
Tedious is a real thing, and so is at this point TDS is not a real thing.
I'm saying
anymore.
tedious. The
tedious
word, yes.
is what I'm saying, but TDS. There was a time where that was real, especially when he was out of office, right? But at this point, the idea that any criticism of Donald Trump is based on you having Trump derangement syndrome, it's the person saying it to you is having some trouble. So, extend a hand of friendship to them because they're dealing with their own derangement syndrome.
I could never be friends with a fascist Nazi.
You've got to reach out to others. You have to extend the hand of friendship.
No!
Liberal Louise, you've got to, if you want to make...
Thank you for not misgendering me.
I took a guess. I guess I did all right.
Good guess.
I did all right. Greg tells me, he says, always end on a local story. Aren't you the one who taught me that, Greg? You said
I did.
Yes.
I whispered that to you once because I didn't want the radio host in the room to hear it.
That's right, because you wanted to give me the extra advantage.
I wanted you to get that boost.
So Atlanta prisoners are upset because of the Superman movie, Man of Tomorrow, is filming. And it's shooting scenes in FCI. What's FCI? Fulton County?
That's the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary.
Oh, okay, good.
So this is like Southeast Atlanta.
It's causing quite a stir, it says here. Now, what are they, just not able... Are they not able to do their normal lives? Is that what they're upset about because they're shooting this movie? Lex Luthor is in prison there. He's in... Is he? Or is... the Van Cull Department of Corrections. And what are they complaining about?
So apparently...
you are in prison, by the way.
They can't go...
The idea of... I think prisoners obviously have human rights, right? So
yes.
The only thing I want to hear from prisoners if they say that their human rights are being violated, the fact that you're having, they're making me, I have to eat lunch 45 minutes earlier or later than I used to. I don't see that that's the kind of thing that I care that a prisoner is upset about.
The penitentiary has ensured that the disruptions to the daily lives of the inmates and operations have been minimal, but there have been some slight changes.
Prison is a disruption. Prison is a punishment laid out to you, and your life is being disrupted because you have to pay for the crimes that you've committed.
And when are you going to see actors again like that? That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a different disruption,
But what's
right?
happening? Let's get to what's changing.
Well, it's about their eating times,
Yeah.
and they're just being inconvenienced, basically, is the point. Yeah, their daily routine is interrupted.
They took over that little nook where I like to meet people.
Are they still there late at night? Are they filming late at night?
all the time.
I think they're only filming for like 7 days or something.
Yeah.
Then they're out of there.
But you get to see David...
I could wait then.
Corin Sweat. You get to see Nicholas Hoult. You get to see Rachel Brosnan. I mean,
I don't know who these
Even
people
you
are.
don't even know who these people
I don't.
are. You're saying you get to see all these
You don't
people?
know the marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
I never
Oh,
saw
I do, but I don't know their names.
That was a good show.
Yes, it was.
All right, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. Well, actually, a third thing. Don't come back till Monday. So we're going to do what we're told. Yeah, we're going to do cameos in that new Superman movie. Shelley Winter's up next. He's got a great show for you, as usual. We're going to take the weekend off. We hope that you have a great weekend. Come back on Monday at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Do not piss off the genie.
656 in the Trustdale.com traffic center. Right now, we're watching a crash in Atlanta on 85 southbound. Let's blocking 2 left lanes out of Georgia 400, jamming the right up into Midtown. So you'll want to use Buford Spring Connector as an alternate. And also a crash on 7585 northbound at Freedom Parkway, blocking a right lane, keeping the right slow from Highway 166. Report brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report from the Trustdale.com traffic center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
Rents are falling right now, but how do you take advantage of those savings? When your lease is about 6 weeks out from renewal, you've got to go shop around and see what might be available somewhere else, even if you don't want to move, because you use what you find somewhere else as negotiating power, and the greatest power goes to those that are willing to move if there is a better deal somewhere else.
Good boy, Rufus. You fetched a doggone great deal.